Bar Stool Sports. Titus, Brandon Walker, Mostly Sports.
Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by JHgermeister. I'm Mark Titus. He's Brandon Walker. Today is Tuesday, August 6th. We are live from Chicago. Damn, that's cold. Ice cold shots, 56 botanicals. We are brought to you by JHgermeister. Wherever you're at, if you're hanging with friends or at the bar, maybe you're doing all the sports stuff or just the mostly sports stuff, call the shots. Cheers with ice cold JHgermeister. Remember to check JHgermeister out at barstoolxjagermeister.com. Drink responsibly. JHgermeister the Court, 35% alcohol by volume. Imported by Mass JHgermeister U.S., White Plains, New York. Oh,
damn, that's cold.
And we have special guests.
we have some special guests
Oh, wow. Okay.
from the Macrodosing podcast.
Now, who are these guys?
I believe one is PFT commenter.
And the other one is Mad Dog.
It is Arian,
I noticed that
Foster, and Big T,
I noticed
a.k.a.
that
Big Tennessee.
Big Tennessee didn't shake our hands when he came in.
He did not,
Yeah,
no.
it's-
I see y'all every day.
That's fine. But I feel like even if I saw Arian Foster every day, he would still start the day with
Yeah.
a nice handshake. Or
He didn't shake my hand this morning.
He didn't shake your hand.
No,
How you doing?
that's real.
Yeah. How we doing, fellas? Can I get volume in my headphones? Wait, why I'm
Need
wearing
some
headphones?
Where's my
in your
snare?
Headphones?
I have no
Where's my
snare.
snare?
Is it just here?
Yeah, it's just us.
We
It's
not
just-
gonna-
you don't need
we don't need-
headphones.
Yeah, you probably
Unless
don't
we
need
play a
headphones.
video, which we might. I don't know.
Yeah, he's going to need some audio when he watches Mr. Ed
The headphones are going to need to work.
hit a home run.
Did somebody break the headphones yesterday while they were angry playing college football? That was you.
It was Connor, you broke your own headphones?
We good. We good.
Your microphone's not on.
Yeah.
so.
Mike-
You don't hear me?
It was
No, we
Brand.
hear you.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
It was just the other guy. You guys look cute as hell on that bench back there.
We might have to move here. We might have to be bench boys.
Bench mob.
Barstool bench mob. That's a great idea.
That first people to do that.
All right, thanks guys.
Yeah, thanks for stopping
All right,
by.
no
Appreciate
doubt,
it.
man.
Great-
Let me
great-
know
great
anytime you need
appearance.
What are we going to talk about?
I don't know. That's what I asked you. What?
Yeah, I was planning to talk about the White Sox losing 21 in a row, but then the football
guy.
guy got here. So we're
Yeah.
going to talk football.
I don't really know
football.
shit about football either.
Why is that? I'm curious to. I don't think that's a problem. I'm
I
just
probably watch
curious.
as much as football as you.
Yeah.
Well, I
Watch a
watch.
lot of football.
No, I guarantee you don't.
You don't watch as much football as me. Wait, probably
Right.
him either.
I didn't think you watched football.
I watch football, but that's
Oh well, you watch more football than me.
okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just curious.
I don't either.
If college football starts
just-
Saturday, how over under 1 hour of football that you watch?
It does start Saturday.
If it did,
Oh.
over under 1 hour that you would watch.
I still feel like I'm not getting my question answered.
Oh, so what was the
I'm
question?
just
What was your
curious
question?
as to why the guy who's like synonymous to the American public as a football player doesn't watch football, which I don't have a problem
Good
with. I
question.
just want to know this, like the reasoning why you find yourself not watching.
Do you listen to podcasts?
Not a ton. So there you go.
Same vibes.
There you go. All right.
Yeah. It was my job. It's a job.
But
You got all of the football out of you.
Well, I don't watch football like y'all watch football. Like you're entertained by it, right?
Yeah.
right,
I like pick it apart. I analyze it in a way that's like not fun for me. So it's like I see.
Yeah.
So when I watch a play, I'm like, okay, they're in cover 3 or they're in cover 2. Okay, they should do this. Oh, they didn't do that. I look at it like that. So
Okay.
that's not very.
I got you.
It's not fun.
So
I know dudes that have played that watch it and they still like it, but for me, it's just not.
I feel that way about playing basketball, but I still like to watch it. Like I don't want to continue to play because it just stopped being fun. But
That's because I'm a better.
I understand. I understand. But you also played way more football than
yeah, say that again. Say that last part again.
I can shoot better than him.
Oh, okay. That was
that's just objectively not true.
We can settle this.
That's just objectively.
I've always
not
wanted to
true.
settle this. Actually,
well. You came in hot.
Humble him.
It's just
Yeah,
objectively.
I've kind of wanted
because
to.
he beat Billy
I
a
mean,
couple times.
He is holding
Got nothing
the.
to do with Billy.
This is the Chili's 3 for me 3-point contest champion right here.
I wasn't in that competition.
Well, why weren't you here? I was
because you didn't
were you-
qualify.
were scared of.
You simply didn't qualify.
I was probably golfing, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But shout out to that. Congrats. That's fire. That's a big ass cup.
Yeah, Sean Marion is not as good.
Yeah, you beat an NBA player.
I beat Sean Marion
Mhm.
with a
He don't
chicken
have
finger
a very good shot.
with a chicken finger in my
I mean,
mouth.
shout out to Cuz, but he don't have a very good shot.
Is that Can you say an insult to somebody but give him a shout out?
Yeah.
He can't shoot at all. Shout out to him.
No,
Anyway.
he's a basketball player who can shoot, but like he's not known for shooting. That's not.
Yeah. But as you were,
That's not controversial.
as you were insulting him, you also gave him.
That's not an insult. He would probably say I'm not the best shooter, or would he?
He probably believes.
I have to imagine when Sean Marion came to the Barstool office to participate in a Chili's promotional thing, he was probably disappointed to lose to a blogger. He probably walked out.
Well, you're
of there
not
and
a
was like-
regular
Like,
blogger.
what the fuck just happened?
But you're not a regular, bro. You can shoot, bro.
Yeah. But I think he probably was walking into that like, I'm obviously going to win this.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are better shooters than Sean Marion in the world.
Yeah.
Shout out to him though.
Shout out to Sean Marion.
Shout out to Sean Marion.
What
I was a big
sports?
fan.
What sports do you watch?
I watch golf. I watch some basketball. Not as much as I want to though. I got kids, bro. It's a lot.
I understand.
Yeah.
I get it. I have a dog, so I kind of
Same vibes, honestly.
Yeah.
You got to keep them alive and feed them.
No,
take
It's
them
Not the same vibes.
it's not the
Take
same.
him
I
on
mean, what's the
walks.
difference? They just talk.
Yeah.
Well,
it's pretty much the
a
same.
dog is a dog,
Pretty
That's
much the
true.
same thing.
and a kid is a human being
When I go on vacation,
that
I
you
gotta
have to-
find someone
that
to
you-
look after.
that you have to.
Same vibes though.
You have to provide for and make sure they get medical care
It's
and
the
put them
same thing,
put them in
dude.
school
Same
and
vibes.
teach them how to do things.
Same
You don't have
vibes.
to teach your dog how
You're
to read.
describing. I can't.
You ever taught your dog how to read?
I can't tell if you're talking about a dog or a child right now.
Does your dog know how to read?
Read what?
Oh,
Anything.
this guy, he wants to kill all the dogs.
Not all the dogs.
Shoot him in the head.
Wait, are you pro dog or anti dog?
I'm indifferent.
Oh,
I don't
come on.
like dogs.
Don't lie to these fine people.
I'm not gonna lie to them. I don't like dogs.
Then how do you?
I got labeled
don't
as
like dogs,
I
so
got
you're
labeled
anti-dog.
I got labeled anti-dog because I like when somebody brings a dog. I don't fucking fawn. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can cuss plenty.
Because I don't fawn over these motherfuckers.
I agree with you.
Yeah, like okay.
Whoa, Brandon Walker's anti-dog?
No, when it comes
See what I'm saying?
when it
shit,
comes
dude.
to
It's propaganda,
I didn't know
bro.
that.
when it comes to work,
Propaganda.
when it comes to work though, like we could show up to work and then somebody brings our dog. I'm like,
I don't care.
why's your dog here?
And why do you don't put him in my face?
Yeah.
And his
I brought my dog.
mouth is not clean.
Oh well, your dog's different. Your dog's 15 years old and a college basketball wizard.
He's on his way out.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's a crazy
He
thing.
is.
I
No,
mean, if you
it's-
15 as a dog, you done push.
Not quite. He's not even 14 yet.
Oh, I thought he was.
Are you talking about human years or dog years?
Human years, yeah.
Yeah, he about to. He about
What would 15 years and dog years be?
2.
So two and two and a little bit. Yeah.
A puppy.
Yeah, it's facts.
Can you imagine if someone asks you how old your dog is and you answer in dog years?
35.
How old is your dog? And you say 47.
More people should do
I
that.
didn't know you were anti-dog though, Brandon.
I'm not anti-dog. See, this is how it happens.
No,
Exactly.
he's underselling it tremendously.
Okay, listen. Okay, look. I'm not anti-dog.
He said he looks for excuses to shoot a dog.
That's not true.
true.
I've never said that.
You said your buddy's dog. You were like, if
That
it-
was his dog.
You were like, I wish I could have shot that
I
dog.
wish I could have shot that dog.
All right,
That dog was a
case
piece of shit.
closed.
Well, that
That's
dog's
not-
a piece of shit.
But that's not
Shout out to that
every
dog.
dog. Shout out
all
to that
dogs.
dog. Shout out to that dog. Not all dogs. Not all dogs. Most of them. I don't care about them. Like, okay, so what is your feeling about pigs or
No, I
Deli-
chickens.
delicious.
I love pigs because they're awesome and delicious.
100%, right? So, but like if a pig died, you're not like, man,
It would make me happy. I would eat him.
I feel the way, except for the eating part, the way you feel about pigs, I feel about dogs. I don't
And
care.
that's crazy
How's it crazy?
because dogs are nice and cuddly and they love you.
Pigs are actually smarter than dogs.
Pigs are smart.
But pigs
don't
would
care.
eat you. Pigs eat you. In the
Pigs
Middle
will eat
Ages,
you in a
pigs-
So would
pigs-
dogs.
And
Dogs
that's,
don't
that's
eat you.
we don't
That's
talk
not-
about that enough. A dog would eat you in a heartbeat.
No, you wouldn't.
Not your dog.
What are you talking about,
There are
dude?
documented cases of dogs like standing, like people have
There
died
are.
on hikes
There-
and shit, and they
there
Yeah,
are.
they see,
You know who will eat you? Your cat will eat you.
Your cat would eat you.
If you die,
Yeah.
your cat's eating you in
I
like
fuck
an hour.
with cats. I mean, I don't have one, and I don't want one around me.
So you don't fuck with them at all.
I fuck with their like. I don't fuck cats. I fuck with their like vibe, like, because they don't.
aloof and mean.
No,
They don't give
no,
a
they
fuck.
don't. They don't kiss.
They don't give a
humans'
fuck about
ass.
us.
They don't kiss humans. Ass. Like dogs are so like, they pick me.
He's right.
This guy.
Dogs are pick me.
Those are facts.
Do we think pigs could like work or something? Like, what if we? Had
Well, if
a
they
pig-
could, they would have worked.
pig in the
What does that even
workplace?
mean? Can
Like,
pigs
we-
work?
Well, like a donkey carries a plow and all that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, no,
uh,
maybe it's more like an accounting.
Like
job,
a- yeah.
certified public
Oh,
accountant.
like
That's
some
smart.
sort of have an office job.
Yeah.
Put on a
Okay.
suit and tie.
Nah, they're not
Yeah,
that
okay.
smart. What are we talking about?
Well, we're talking about Carl Ham, who's
Is that his name?
that's not his name.
Oh.
No, it's Carl Ham is our comic book character that we really need to revisit and write some more tales of Carl Ham. Because see, he's a pig that works in a human. What are you looking at behind me? It's bothering
Okay,
me.
so one of my favorite video games back in the day was Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you have a
Yeah, signed.
dog.
Yeah, signed by Mike
One of
Tyson.
Is that really signed by Kid?
Probably not. If we're being honest, probably not.
Okay, but the picture itself, I mean, you got your ass KO'd, whoever it was playing the game,
right.
but it was one of the greatest games of all time.
Could you beat Mike Tyson?
No, I never have beat
I never beat him either.
never beat him, dog.
TJ came the closest.
Yeah,
of
TJ
anyone in
came
this
close.
room,
Played
right?
for 12 hours straight.
You beat him?
No, I got to Bald Bull too.
I thought you got to pass ball bowl.
Soda
still.
Pop Kinsey.
Yeah, I lost to Soda Popinski.
Yeah, Soda Pop Kinsey.
Yeah.
Who's the
Not
Von
Pop
Kaiser's
Kinsey,
the
it's
guy.
Popinski.
Whatever.
Von
bro.
Kaiser's the guy.
Well, don't say whatever when you try to correct him. It's
I was
Popinski.
fucking 7 when I played. I don't remember his name. I apologize.
It's just that you corrected him. And he,
No, I was like,
was- he
it was
was,
more
like,
of like, it was
reinforced.
an affirmation. Am I fucking up or is he? Because I don't know.
How much did you play it?
That was one of the only games I've had.
Name the fighters.
So you start out with Glass Joe,
Correct.
and then you go to Don Flamingo. Yes, you
Four-
do.
No,
you go straight.
no, you don't.
Yes, you do.
He's fourth.
That's not true. The fourth was the Asian cat.
No, he's fifth.
You're
Oh,
bullshit.
he's sixth. It's Glass Joe.
Yes.
You want it? You
No,
ready?
no, hold on. This is the Russian dude. The Russian dude.
No, German.
Von Kaiser.
Von Kaiser's second. Piston
That's
Honda's
what I
third.
said. I said this is the second.
You said Don Flamenco was second.
No, Piston Honda's not third. He's fourth.
Piston Honda's third.
Okay, when's the Indian dude?
He's okay. I'm doing the order. All right.
all right.
I think he's sixth. Okay. So Glass Joe,
He has no idea.
Von Kaiser, Piston Honda is third. Then you get your little belt and your password.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you fight Don Flamenco. Then you fight King.
No.
Then you fight King Hippo. Then you fight Great Tiger, who's the Indian guy.
Really?
Then you get another belt, and then you fight Ball Bull.
Yep. Okay, you've been right. It's been,
No, I'm right.
It's been years. I ain't gonna say.
Well, your
Your memory's impeccable.
really is. Shout out to me.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Yeah, you
Can't shoot for shit.
would never forget anything, Brandon. That'd be super important for
It's
a stream later today.
Super important.
Yeah.
Stretch.
No, I love that game. I could talk about that game. I want to talk about that game more.
Well, you have the opportunity right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
All right. So one of my favorite parts
Yeah.
is the
The music.
right when he's jogging and he's training with his trainer.
And the guy's on the bike. Gus? What's his name?
Is
Gus?
that New York City in the background?
It's supposed to be. Yeah.
So yeah,
Because Statue of Liberty's at the end.
it looked like it.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun,
So
dun,
I was visiting, Joe Budden.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so he lives
President?
in this place across from, like, I think it's Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see the river, and as I'm driving down there,
Oh, yeah.
that's the vibe.
Yeah.
That's the one. Sir, yes. Hey, yes. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
so-
like Jersey City or
Bro,
Hoboken right
so
here.
so I'm driving to Joe Budden's house to go visit him, say what's up. That's exactly the scenery. And I sent this exact clip to him. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, you ain't even played.
Did you ask him to ride a bike in front of you?
No, that'd be weird.
That would have been sick
Yeah.
if you did the whole thing.
Shout out to Joe Budden, though.
Shout out to Joe Budden.
Yeah.
It's going to be a heavy shout-out show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see Snoop Dogg is getting paid $500,000?
Is that real? Is
A
that confirmed?
day?
Is that
I don't know.
confirmed,
I
though? I saw it on the internet, but I mean,
Well, something had to be behind Snoop Dogg just all of a sudden being the
Yeah.
biggest Olympic fan in the history of the world.
Yeah.
no,
He's
no.
everywhere.
No, Snoop Dogg is a habitual.
Hanger owner.
No. Hold on. This is not Snoop Dogg. There will be no Snoop Dogg hate.
Going to be a little bit.
No, he is a habitual like love giver. Like he loves everything.
Yeah.
For the right price.
For the right price.
Yeah.
That guy
No.
killed.
When he
As long as you fly me.
That guy he killed.
That's fucking
You know.
propaganda, bro. He got off. He didn't do it.
Right.
This fucking guy here, man.
He doesn't love everybody.
This fucking guy here, man.
Yeah.
What you gotta get Snoop?
People don't talk about that.
No, the people that know Snoop, dude. Like, bro, Snoop.
You know Snoop?
Snoop. Yeah, he was on. He was on my podcast before everybody had a podcast.
Did you pay him $500,000 to appear?
No, it was for the
Or
free.
for free?
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
DM'd
that's
him.
sick.
He said, "Let's
Yeah.
do it."
But okay.
Okay, you want to hear Snoop Dogg's story?
What was
I
that
won't
noise?
say it. Yeah,
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know.
What was that noise?
You ain't getting my Snoop Dogg.
No, I want you to Snoop.
I want to hear it.
I don't.
Brandon, you can't
I
listen.
don't know that you deserve it anymore. The fucking.
Sorry.
All right. So it's 2012, and or is it 12? I don't know. When was
You
the
tell
Super
us.
Bowl?
Off to a hot start.
When was there was a Super Bowl in New Orleans?
Yeah, it could have. There's
that
always
was-
a Super Bowl in New Orleans.
I don't disagree with that. So NFL players get paid to like do like shows and shit in the Super Bowl. So I would show up and do a whole bunch of shit. And then we go to a club one night, and then like some big ass, like 6'8" motherfucker tap me on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, Snoop wanna holler at you." And I'm like, "Who?" He says, "Snoop." Like, "Snoop Dogg?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." So he takes me upstairs, and it's just Snoop upstairs in this lounge by himself smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes up 2-3. That was my number when I played.
Yeah, got it.
And so, I mean, for those that don't know. I was,
Okay,
you know,
sorry.
I don't know. And so, yeah, we just end up chopping it up and saying, he's like, you smoke? And I was like, with you, I do. Yeah, of course. And so I take one hit, and I am on the moon. But I can't let him know that. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, we just talking, and slowly as the conversation's going on, I was like, I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know why I'm here. And Snoop Dogg is right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, all right, man, I got to dip, man. I got this thing. He said, okay, bet. And as I'm walking downstairs, I'm like floating. I don't know what was in that weed. I don't know if it was just weed, but it was the highest I've ever been. I've smoked before, but the shit with Snoop was different. It was different weed. So I can say I've smoked with Snoop Dogg. That's one of my life's
pretty sick.
accomplishments.
That sounds
Pretty
amazing.
that is
It was-
actually
it was
amazing.
dope. Yeah.
At the Super Bowl.
Were
in New
you
Orleans,
did you enjoy it? Or
That was amazing.
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't like high where I was like, I hate this. I was like, I'm smoking with
Yeah.
Snoop. This. It was just like, I don't say nothing stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is weird.
If that was me, I would be freaking the fuck out.
It's
Yeah, I'd
weird
be freaking the
because,
fuck
like,
out.
okay, when you smoke, have you smoked?
Of course, yeah.
Have you smoked?
Of course, dude.
At the Super Bowl, I
Of
did.
course, Arian, come on, come on, of course.
Yeah, I feel that.
Come on, man.
I feel that. But you know how when you smoke, sometimes you just it's for me anyway. Sometimes when I smoke, I get super like analytical.
Yeah.
And I just overthink everything. And so I'm sitting there like, I'm smoking with Snoop Dogg. Why would Snoop Dogg want to smoke with me?
Oh, yeah.
Because I play football. And honestly, just football is I carry a ball over a white line, and a bunch of people like that. And that's going through my mind. And he's sitting here talking to me about death row, and I'm like, I got to go, man. This is too much.
I identify with that for
Yeah.
sure.
Do you wish
I'm
you
that
had
way.
not left? You stayed and just seen where it goes, where the
No.
night goes with Snoop Dogg?
I played that perfectly.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I did what I had to do.
You got to know when to get out.
Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast too. I was like, do you even remember that? He was like, yeah, I got an impeccable memory. I remember that. I pulled you up. Yeah, good dude.
So he just repeated back the part of the story that you told to him and said that he remembered it.
Yeah, but he made me sound cooler in my head than I thought I would.
Which brings
Big Cat and I smoked with Antonio Brown once.
that sounds also
probably
cool.
wild.
Yeah, we were at a rep.
Not as cool, but that's pretty.
Yeah, it was not as cool, but
Yeah, it was pretty dope though.
yeah.
I've never smoked weed with anybody famous.
Have you ever smoked weed?
Yeah.
I doubt this.
Why?
You don't look like one of those guys.
You compare me to Big T because I'm sure he.
I know he's never smoked.
Okay. Again, every Super Bowl week, Barstool goes out there. It's the 1 week I'm away from my wife, and I just sit by the pool and smoke weed all week.
Is that true?
In L.A. at the Super Bowl, he was high as fuck. He kept ordering pizzas and not going to pick them up.
Yeah, I ordered $300 worth of pizza one night to my room. One night in my room, I decided, or I was just sitting there, and I was like, I'm just here forever. I'm never leaving this room. And I just kept ordering pizzas. and at some point, the front desk actually just brought them to me, and there were 6 of them
6 pizzas were $300
in L.A. Yeah,
That's Biden's America.
yeah,
Here he go.
yeah.
There you go. Let's take politics out of it. Let's have a good day.
Let's have a good.
fucking
Let's
guy.
just a good politic-free
talk-
day.
yeah.
Shout out to Tim Waltz.
Next
Talk
story.
Pizza.
Next story.
Talk pizza with this guy.
Kamala did pick her VP choice. So thoughts?
Shout out to Waltz.
It's a former football coach.
Defensive coordinator.
I want to talk about something with that, actually.
Oh shit,
that point was menacing.
cop. That was like
Yeah,
cop-esque, right?
So
Like, don't do that.
He said he ran a 4-4 defense because high school quarterbacks couldn't throw, so he just loaded up the box. and
Sure,
sent
sure.
guys there. I think that's a guy who teaches kids to take the easy way out. I think that's a guy who chooses convenience over preparing kids for maybe who wanted to play at the next level, maybe doing what's right. Bad guy, in my opinion.
So you think
'Cause he-
his choice
Ran a 4-4.
Yes.
his choice of defense in high school
Says a
And-
lot.
indicates what kind of
Now do
person
Vance.
he is.
Now do
Well,
Vance.
and y'all gonna give me in trouble. Y'all gonna give him trouble. But other things he's done as well.
Now do JD Vance's.
Well, he's a weirdo freak. I don't like him.
We good then.
Has he ever been defensive
Solid.
coordinator for a high school?
Boom.
I don't think so.
Also, you got to think.
He would run a 6-2.
Mankato, Minnesota, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking you're playing a bunch of just white kids. They're not
I'd
going
guess.
to be stretching the field very much. You can load the box.
It's a solid choice.
Yeah, but you're teaching the kids, like, let's take the easy way out.
How's that the easy way out? It's the logical decision. If you can't throw the ball, stack the box.
A lot of his decisions since have not been very
He didn't answer the
logical, I'll
question.
say
Did
that.
you notice that? Did you notice that?
He's only saying that his decision then was an indication of his decision making elsewhere. Correct?
Sure.
You're not
But
really
that-
shitting on the decision itself.
The decision was
Right.
good.
Yeah, that's confusing. logic.
How do you say a
confusing.
good decision is an indication of a bad decision making in the future?
Listen, if you want to talk about some decisions he made in 2020,
We do not.
We're talking about the
and to be,
decision-
and to be
All right,
clear, Big
brought
T,
up-
we do
you
not.
brought up
We
the
do not want to talk about it at all.
You brought up
For
the
the
decision
record,
to run a
nobody-
full forward.
it
nobody
was
wants
a
to talk about
joke, Arian. It was a joke.
All right.
Trash,
Which
bro.
brings me back to the Olympics. It's just too much Snoop Dogg at this point. It's just too much. He's
Hater.
everywhere.
Hater vibes.
That's fine, but he's everywhere.
It's good.
Doesn't it undermine it a little bit that if this report is in fact true, we knew he was getting paid, of course. We knew he was getting paid something. We knew about-
$500,000 a day?
But like when you're
That's not true.
when you're presenting this idea to us that Snoop
How
Dogg
long
is
is
just
the
like
how
a
long is the
lover.
Olympics?
2 weeks.
So that's
Yeah, when you're presenting the idea to us that Snoop Dogg just is a lover and just wants to go support these athletes, you're like, oh, that's cool. It's a great story. And then you find out that he got all expenses paid, $500,000 a day.
It's even
It kind
more.
of undermines
That's what,
disagree.
$7 million?
undermines his love for the athletes, doesn't it?
Yeah, he
disagree.
doesn't really care.
I disagree.
He doesn't want to hang out with Caleb Dressel's wife.
I wouldn't either because I don't know who it is, but
Well,
I know
yeah,
that.
you probably would, though.
Let me see.
You would.
Pull her up.
You would.
Pull her up. Let's see.
You probably.
Pull her up.
Snoop and Caleb Dressel's wife.
Let me pull her up. Let
You
me see.
might want to hang out with her.
Pull her up.
Ew.
What's your name, bro?
You might want to hang.
Who's your Jamie? Who's your Jamie?
TJ.
Our
That's TJ.
Pull her up, TJ.
I'll take Dre. I'll take.
I mean, you can hang out with her.
I'll kick it with her.
Yeah.
Respectfully. No, Snoop. Listen, bro. Snoop is. He's like America's mascot, right? So think of it like that. Don't think of it like you know what I'm saying. How is it too much Snoop? Like Snoop's the most famous rapper that's ever lived. He's.
Time.
This is not even debatable.
Time.
This ain't even debatable. This is not even debatable.
Let's discuss the most famous rappers. that
Okay,
ever
spit them out.
lived. I'm just gonna throw names out for example because
Spit them out.
you could be right.
There's no way I'm wrong.
I would like to arrive at this conclusion.
By yourself? All right. Well, you go
Let's-
through that logic.
Tupac.
He died at 25.
That wasn't.
Made him more famous, kind of.
eh,
Kind of made him more famous.
Snoop is at the Olympics.
That's not that big of a deal. So is Bob Costas, and he's old.
Are you fucking kidding me? A rapper that had a murder trial, right, Big T, is at the Olympics representing the United States of America.
Well,
Tupac
you
was
put it
nowhere.
that way.
Look, listen,
The way you put
listen,
it, you
Tupac
makes it sound like he
was my favorite
competing.
rapper of
Well,
all
hold on,
time.
hold on. If
He
Tupac
got-
had lived, there's no evidence saying he wouldn't be at the
Yeah.
Olympics.
There's
right now.
1,000 pieces of evidence saying he wouldn't be there.
Why?
Tupac was a revolutionary. His mother was a Black Panther. There's no way he would be representing.
I don't know
USA
anything
at the
about Snoop Dogg's mom.
I mean,
I don't either, but I know Snoop Dogg is more. He's more favorable towards
What about
White people.
commercialism. I didn't say that.
What about-
I said commercialism?
what about say Ice Cube?
No, Snoop is way.
How about Jay-Z?
What about
Jay-Z?
say
there's nobody.
Ice
Jay-Z's
Cube
married
is
to
in-
Beyonce.
There's-
Ice Cube is
I
in
said
movies
rapper.
all the time.
I said rapper.
Jay-Z's not a
Jay-Z's
rapper.
not a rapper.
You said Beyonce.
No. I said Jay-Z is married to Beyonce.
Oh, okay. No, look, Snoop
What about
is a global
say-
brand. Jay-Z is known for sure.
He's not a businessman. He's a businessman.
Those are facts. Nothing's wrong.
That's a global brand.
Snoop is a more known name than any rapper that has ever lived.
Okay.
This is not
All
even
right.
close
Okay.
to
Okay.
it.
Fair.
Okay.
Eminem.
No.
Biggie.
He's
No.
he's pretty. I do like that he just says no.
Yeah.
And
It's over.
you're kind of frozen. You're kind of like,
It's what it is.
like what about
Think about it. Snoop has branded himself like in every walk of life.
Mm-hmm.
From like
Kanye,
cereal.
Kanye's pretty famous.
Kanye is famous, but I would argue that Snoop is more famous.
Kanye might be the answer.
The only difference between Kanye and Snoop's fame is people like him, and Kanye's
Yes.
fame is
Yes.
a lot of people hate him.
That's true.
But Kanye might be more famous.
I don't think so.
He might be.
I think Kanye might have him.
His wife walks
what
around
regard?
naked.
I'm gonna try
what regard?
Arian Foster tactic.
His wife.
Kanye's got him.
In what regard, though?
He
He's got him.
He already said it.
Yeah, no, but
He's got
you
him.
gotta give me, you
Shout
gotta
out
give
to
me-
Mark.
You gotta give me reasons.
Well, you didn't provide reasons.
Yes, I did.
You just said he's at the Olympics.
That's a reason.
You said
It's
he's at the
a
Olympics
reason.
representing
What is the
America
one
as though-
thing? What is the one thing in this world that everybody in the world agrees on?
Nothing.
The Olympics.
Oh.
We should all compete. against
Flava
each
Flav is at the Olympics
True.
representing
That's a
That's a
America.
big clock.
other. Is he though?
He's representing America more than Snoop Dogg. I'd
no,
say.
It's costing him money,
It's
though.
costing him. He's
That's what I'm saying.
he's sponsoring.
No. He's there. they didn't invite him there. Like he's there. Snoop was like, hey, like yo, come to the Olympics.
Here's
and be
$7 million.
and be a part of the Olympics. Flavor Flav was like, I'm going to the Olympics. Shout out to Flavor Flav. I don't got no problems with Flavor Flav.
Well, nobody accused you of having problems with Flavor Flav.
I think you
Well, you think we insinuated it?
insinuated I had a problem with Flavor Flav,
Anytime.
which I don't appreciate. Are y'all sponsored by JHgermeister?
We
Oh,
are,
yeah.
yeah.
You want some?
Sure are.
Damn, that's cold.
I'm still drunk from last night, so I'll take a shot.
All right.
Oh, well, we weren't offering, but
Oh, well, then never mind.
We don't have any ice cold ones right now.
Yeah.
Ice cold Jägermeister.
Yeah.
that's buddy, buddy. That's the way you drink it. It has to be
I've never
ice
had cold Jägermeister.
cold. Well, you've been
Doing
drinking
it all wrong.
You've been drinking it all wrong.
Oh, is that a
0 degrees.
Is that a tagline?
0
Y'all have
degrees
to say that?
Fahrenheit. Damn, that's cold.
It's a tagline.
I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, that's cold.
Uh,
Damn, that's
You
cold.
had cold Jägermeister?
I don't.
Damn, that's cold.
God, how do you? He'd never done anything.
He's drank, but I got him drunk.
How was it?
And I'll never be that drunk
It
ever
was
again.
amazing. Because he was like, I don't get drunk. I'm like, oh, buddy, we going to do it. And we did it. We was in San Diego. Shout out to Diego.
USA Today coaches poll was released. What say Brandon Walker, #1 college football personality according to Big Game Boomer 2023?
So, coaches poll is probably the most useless thing we do as a society because the coaches actually don't vote; they just have their interns vote. But looking at it, Georgia 1, Ohio State 2, Oregon 3, Texas 4. That's who I would have in the top 4. Alabama 5. I don't think they're that good. Ole Miss, whatever. Notre Dame is dramatically overrated going into this year
Wow.
at 7. What about Notre Dame over the past few years
Appreciate you, Jamie.
makes them number 7? Who are you? That's TJ.
I'll take Jamie.
Jamie's fine.
Got a good quarterback.
It's funny.
Huh?
They got a good quarterback.
I don't want to disrespect.
They got Riley Leonard. That's fine. What else?
I don't know much about him other than Riley Leonard, but
Michigan at 8 is interesting because Michigan obviously won the national title, but they're going to be dealing with some fallout here at some point. They're going to be facing all the firing squad again this year.
For the largest cheating scandal.
Will
in
they
sports
be able
history,
to? Will they be able to mentally get through it? They got through it last year, but will they be able to mentally get through it? They don't have a veteran quarterback now. They don't have certain things they had last year.
they play Texas, but they don't have to play Oregon, right?
They play Oregon.
Washington.
They play
Do
Oregon.
they play Oregon?
Yeah, they play.
They got a tough schedule.
They play Texas, Ohio State, and Oregon.
Yep.
Because I know they play. So they get Oregon and Washington.
They play Penn State?
Do they get Washington? They don't play Oregon?
They know they do. November 2nd.
Yeah, at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got Texas at home, Oregon home, at Ohio State.
Correct.
Wow.
They don't have Penn State.
I love it. We're reading schedules back on Mostly Sports.
Yeah, we
I
are.
love
Has
it.
there ever been?
It's in the air.
Could you ever have imagined there would be a rematch of a national championship game that isn't going to be a big deal? Like
Michigan, Washington?
Michigan goes to Washington, and that will be
Nobody's going to care.
the 6th or 7th best game that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. That is interesting. Although if Georgia and TCU had played last year, it would have happened the same
That's
way.
true.
But whatever. Let's see. Tennessee 15th. You satisfied?
Fine. That's fine.
That seems fine as well. I think LSU at 12 is kind of bad. LSU's kind of
They're
floating.
really banking on.
They're floating by on name recognition at this point.
Can you pull it back up, TJ?
Well, they're banking on Nussmeier being good.
Arian,
so-
treat this like like when you were in college, if this was the poll. Like, what stands out to you?
If I was in college?
Like, yeah, take yourself back to when you were in college and just assume that all these teams are the exact same.
CJ Spiller going to have a big year.
What part of you is like, it has to be Kansas, right? 24th?
Ole Miss in there is insane.
Yeah.
Kansas would have been higher when he was in college.
Oh, yeah, that was the year they were good?
What year were you in college?
2007. They got up to number 2.
Yeah, they were in.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they
Yes,
did.
they absolutely
They
did.
played in the Orange Bowl.
They almost went to the national championship
Yeah, I don't
game.
watch football. I told you I don't watch football. Pull it back up, Jamie. Let me see.
What years were you?
04 to 08.
Okay.
Hey, my man.
Lutman's your man?
Yeah, that's my guy, bro. That's my fucking dude.
Hot off the press.
What is this? What is going on?
Well, this is our RP column for our Mostly Sports
Wow.
Dynasty, our college football dynasty that we have, and
What does that mean? College football dynasty.
the college football game on the PlayStation.
Oh my god.
We have a
We
dynasty.
got to get you a
where,
PlayStation.
where there's 12 of us.
PlayStation.
There's 12 of us that
Oh,
play the game.
We got to play it.
And yesterday we went
Like
0-5.
Mostly ass is what the headline says.
And I lost. I was a heavy favorite and I lost. It was bad. It was a bad performance.
I'm bad at video games except for Valerant.
Why Valorant?
Why am I good at it?
Yeah, why is that the game that you're good at? Sure. Also, what is Valorant?
Okay. All right. So Valorant. Have you ever played CS:GO? No. Okay. Have you ever played any like it's not what's the
Red Dead Redemption. How about let's start there?
Mouse and keyboard.
yeah, there you go.
Point and click.
Yeah. So it's like Call of Duty. There's a game on Call of Duty that's kind of like it, like where you got to plant a bomb.
Sure.
So it's like that. So Valorant is what I like about it is it's like so it's 5v5, right?
Mm-hmm.
You play online with a bunch of people and you have to plant a spike on a certain site, right? So you know Call of Duty, so you know maps, right? So there's different maps and you have certain spots in the map where you have to plant a spike and that
Sure.
spike detonates I think in like 45 seconds.
Of course.
And you have to defend it when you plant it or you have to defuse it if you're on the other side. But what's unique about this game, there you go, pull that shit up, Jamie. What's unique about this game is every single different character has different abilities. So like right now the dude shooting is Brimstone, okay? So like Brimstone's ability is he smokes, right? Jet has small smokes and she can dash up.
I don't
She
think-
just did, right?
Smoking's not an ability.
You put the smokes down so you can.
You smoke sight. So he about to smoke right now, right? So he just laid down a smoke so that he can cover for the other guys, right? And it's a very tactical game. And like I said, every character has different abilities, and you kind of have to. It's like, well, fuck you, man. It's an amazing game. It's way better than college football. It makes you think. It's killing college football. Killing.
You done yet?
No. The dope shit about it is there's lore behind it. I'm talking to my Valorant players out there. There's lore behind it. So there's like backstories to each character.
It sounds like nerd shit.
Fantastic. Yeah. Shout out to nerds. Nerds the
can
reason
co-
why you got a phone and a podcast.
We can
bro. Shout out
cover
to
everything
y'all.
with a shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very underrated candy nerds. Shout out to them.
Shout out nerds. Y'all tried the new nerds clusters? They might not be new
New?
anymore.
Yeah,
they're
what?
not,
That's
but
been
well,
around
they're
for like
coming out
20
with
years,
new. They're
hasn't
coming out with grape and strawberry ones, and those are.
Yo,
gonna be
in order to
unbelievable.
know what a candy company's coming out with, you got to be hella like.
No, I saw it online. I saw it online, bro.
Alright, but that's just wild to get the new drops of candy.
It came across my desk.
got you.
I wanted.
Yeah, that's it. Like man,
I will. The
It's
grape
alert.
and strawberry nerds are goated.
I wanted to hate, but I do know what sandwiches Chick-fil-A is coming out with in a month.
Mm-hmm. What the new sandwich?
what is it?
Oh no, the pepper. No,
Maple
the
pepper bacon.
that one's fine, but the honey pimento is coming back.
Oh,
Labor Day.
I don't know what that is. Honey.
Honey. What do they call it?
I know pimento cheese and I know honey. They put that together.
On top of the chicken sandwich. Might not be honey.
Is it pimento cheese?
Yeah, pimento cheese. You're from
Pimento cheese and honey?
You spent time in the South. You gotta love pimento and cheese, right?
Okay, so you want to hear a funny story?
Sure.
There's a
Is it
dude.
about Snoop?
No, it's not about Snoop. It might not even be funny, but it's funny to me.
This is gonna be funny.
We'll see. So there's a dude who college dorm rooms and you have suite mate, right?
Yeah.
So there's a dude staying next to me, and he was kind of like a dweeb, right?
Mhm.
He's like kind of dorky, and so. And it's probably wrong on my part. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just thought about it. It's probably wrong, but still, it's dorky.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a dude. He used to have pimento cheese. He used to just keep pimento cheese,
Sure.
and I had never even heard of pimento cheese before.
Yeah.
And so I used to go in his room and I used to eat some of his pimento cheese,
Sure.
right?
Because it's good.
Because I mean, we all broke college students. This is back when college students were broke, and now
Mhm.
they got.
And you were a
bread.
football player and a bully.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
All
I
right,
was probably. This is an asshole move for
Sure.
sure. And so he comes in my room. He's like, "Did you eat my pimento cheese?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did."
that's so much worse than lying.
Yeah, it was very like, yeah, of course. Like, what you mean? But I thought of it more like, bro, like what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. Like we're broke,
Yeah.
so we just share. But he didn't see it that way, and he didn't just tell. He told like one of the main like guys at the facility. Like so, next to the head coach, he
Yeah.
told him that I came in and stole his cheese. And so he comes to me. He's like, "Did you take his cheese?" I'm like, "Yeah, I took his cheese." But like, why would he tell you that? That shit is whack. And so
Did he play? Was it a football player?
that was for. But I ain't gonna call him out.
So so it sounded like you were living with just random.
No,
did.
it was next. He was my suite mate.
But so it was all four of y'all were football players.
No, so I had a room to myself.
Okay.
So the dude I was staying with, they thought he was staying with me, but he moved off campus with a girl.
I love when that happens.
And so I put my beds together, and my spot was the spot.
Love that.
Yeah, it was lit.
Did you get Tommy John, Big T? What happened?
No. Olecranon process reconstruction.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah, that's the shit right
It's
there.
Oh.
pimento and honey.
It's just a standard Electronaut.
Honey,
Yeah.
pepper,
Process,
pimento chicken sandwich.
Banana pudding shake too.
What is this? Banana pudding
Open
shake?
reduction and
Banana
fix.
pudding,
Okay.
frosted
Okay.
coffee.
That's a
But it
lot.
was just like your run of the mill.
Yeah.
Too many.
Very
That's-
easy.
Okay, very
That's a lot.
That's too much going on that.
Banana pudding frosted coffee.
That's a lot going on.
Do you
I'm new to
like the
coffee.
frosted stuff?
No, I
don't like
do their
the-
milkshakes.
It's a weird texture to me.
I don't do the frosted.
Yeah.
Shout out to frosted.
Shout out to Frosty.
They say they'll frost anything for you if you ask.
Anything?
You
No,
you
they
gonna
won't-
start. You
well,
gonna
they-
start shouting out more things.
Well, I'm gonna shout out all the
Feels
time.
good.
Will they frost a turkey for me? Will they
Well,
frost
any
a steak?
any beverage. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I didn't.
Frosted water.
Maybe. I don't know.
Ice.
By the way, you macro dosing boys are gonna have fun with the.
I don't like how you call us boys. I don't like that.
You macro dosing gentlemen are gonna have fun with the RFK leaving a dead bear in Central Park, right?
Already
yeah,
did.
we already did. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Out today.
Yeah.
You can go listen.
How
Yeah,
long?
go
How
listen
long
to
did you
that.
go on that one?
That was a good.
15 minutes.
Yeah, 10, 15 minutes. Yeah.
I would have had you pegged for an hour on that one.
You would have had us pegged.
You
Would you?
never had me pegged, my guy.
I'm not pegging anybody.
I don't. Sounds like you want to peg us.
How'd you? You know, that's saying. That's not me wanting to have sex.
How do
with
you hold on? I just thought about this. How do you say you ain't got no Jägermeister and it's sitting right there?
We have this
Yeah,
Jägermeister.
it's not ice cold.
This
You
is
understand.
room temperature Jägermeister. If you would like a shot of the room temperature Jägermeister, we will accommodate you.
I'm just saying, 99% of people don't drink cold Jägermeister.
That's the whole point of the campaign.
They're drinking it wrong.
They're drinking it wrong.
It's designed to be
Drink
ice cold.
0-degree
Yeah,
shots.
They're getting paid. To,
Damn, that's cold.
You gotta get one of the Jägermeister machines in
Yes.
your house.
I'm not gonna be getting the Jägermeister machine, but that's
Not with that
No,
attitude,
yeah.
you're not.
shout out to Jägermeister.
Shout out to Jägermeister. What we got? 49ers open to Brandon Ayuk trade. Patriots and Browns.
I like how you just subtly go back to sports every now and then.
Every now and then, you just gotta center
It's
yourself.
the. I mean,
Mostly.
this is right there.
We've been doing a lot of this.
Mostly.
Right there.
Not enough of this.
Okay, let's do sports.
Says it right there.
Do you watch NFL or is it both footballs you don't
Both
watch?
footballs.
Okay.
Most footballs.
Daniel Jones incites scuffle at Chippy Giants Lions practice. I love a good training camp fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best thing in the world.
Brandon, Malik Neighbors got in 2 more today.
Another one, yeah, just broke.
What just now?
Yes.
All right, so he's walking off. He's
Oh,
that was kind of a
That seems cheap.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
31 was
Run
the,
it back.
All
Run
right.
it back.
All right.
Because this is the. Yeah, okay, so this is what happened. All right, look.
Well, we saw it.
No.
No, break it down for us.
What you
here.
guys are seeing is
break it down for us.
the end. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, square up on him. Love it. There's nothing.
Now,
better
hold
than
on.
fight. 'Cause
hold
ain't
on.
nobody getting
Pause it.
They look tiny, by the way.
It's-
Why are we throwing punches at guys' faces when they're wearing helmets
This is okay.
that
so
are designed
This is
to
part.
withstand?
This is part of it.
Okay.
Football fights ain't nothing gonna happen, so that's why I like them. Like, let's get it crack.
But isn't it kind of like you're gonna break your hand? That's kind of stupid.
if you stupid,
You ever
Yeah.
you ever punched a helmet?
of course.
Okay.
But you don't punt. You
You
Right here?
You're kind of like
Just kind of stunning them.
face
Push.
boom. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
and sometimes a twist. Shout out to Patrice O'Neal.
Those guys
Um,
were punching though.
Yeah, they done. Like if you want to try to break a hand to prove a point, that's on you, though. But like, so look, hold on, pause it,
That's
pause
good
it,
coverage, by the way.
pause it.
Okay.
The fight that ensued was not that dude didn't do that for no reason. So whatever, there's something that we're not seeing.
Okay. Well, it looked like he might push him on the way. Let's
Well,
watch the pass
whole
breakup
thing.
again.
Let's
All
watch
right,
the whole.
Let's watch him get up. Okay.
That's just football. That's just football.
Not much
Nothing,
there.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Probably.
No,
Probably
listen.
talking shit. Oh,
Listen, bro.
Oh.
I'm telling you,
Oh, that's the same.
it
that
just
was-
didn't. It just didn't happen, bro.
that was. Go back. It wasn't the same guy.
This
It's
is
the same
the-
guy. It's
this
different
No,
fight.
no, what I'm
different
saying
guy.
is this.
Oh, wait.
is
You're right.
zero,
31.
This is one. This is
I
one
see.
play of a padded practice that they probably been there for a whole week. What's today? Tuesday. When did they start?
I think they got in a practice fight yesterday as well.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Listen,
they're tired. They're hot.
So,
no. What I'm saying is like, yo, you hold grudges. So like, we went down to New Orleans one year, right? We
All
went
your
down to
stories
New
are in New Orleans, by the way.
all the good ones.
Okay.
Yeah. We went down to New Orleans, and who was they safety? I hated this nigga. Bro.
Darren Sharper.
Nope.
For
Jenkins.
Kenny Vaccaro.
Jenkins.
Jenkins was it Jenkins? Malcolm Jenkins.
Yeah.
Boom. Hated this motherfucker.
Buckeye.
Shout out to Malcolm Jenkins.
OH.
You just said you hated him
Well,
twice.
like I hated him as a football player. Like as a man, I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure he's a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But like, he probably hated me too, because he was one of them cats that like New Orleans got taught by their defensive coordinator, whoever, to like punch at the ball.
yeah.
Like don't try to like just punch at the
It's probably
ball.
Greg Williams, right?
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so that shit is like fighting shit. And so when you in practice, it's like when it's with your teammates, okay, fine, that's what's up. But when it's with cats that you don't know and you practicing with them, it's just not vibey. And so they started doing it, but it started to feel like they was punching you. And so we got tired. I told my coach, I was like, hey, look, bro, if you do it again, like it's going down. And so they did it again, and we got in fights with New Orleans like probably every day.
That makes sense. I
Were
guess.
you-
Yeah,
did
that
you-
makes sense.
Did you maybe fumble? And that's why you were mad?
I wasn't known as a fumbler, my guy.
Well, that wasn't really his
Wrong
question.
guy, Big T.
Wasn't really his question.
It was.
Hey, he said,
He's
did
didn't answer.
insinuating.
You
He
didn't
say-
answer it.
I didn't fumble.
okay.
It's just disrespectful.
Well, that would make sense why you would be mad about it.
No. It's okay. So imagine somebody, you blogging,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody come by and just press a key for no reason. It's
Well,
bothers.
to be fair, they are trying to get the ball from.
No. There's a difference between trying to. I'm a football player. I know how to play football, dogs. Like there's a difference between every now and then like chopping at the ball and like punching the ball. There's a difference. It's you're being disrespectful.
So this is only disrespectful in practice, though, right? Like you don't get mad if it happens in a game
No, I think it's silly if you do it in a game because you have to try to tackle me.
because you're giving up
If you
tackling,
try- Peanut Tillman was great at that, but he never got it from me.
punching the ball out.
How many fumbles do you have in your career? Do you know?
Great question. Let's
I
find out.
don't. Yeah, pull it up, Jamie.
How many years you play?
8.
8 years.
All right.
So if you had
Yeah,
less than
Brandon.
like 15 fumbles, that'd be excellent.
I think it's around. That might have been less than that.
So that's about 2 a year.
17.
That's pretty good.
It's not
Is
bad.
that the most helpless feeling on a football field for running back when you fumble? Is that the feeling when you go?
I
back?
never felt
or
bad
you
about
just
it.
like that's part of the game.
Yeah, so Marcus Allen said that. He said if you
Yeah.
ain't fumbled it, you ain't carried it.
Yeah.
And so running backs get a bad rap and receivers get a bad rap for fumbling, because it's not like a turnover from a skill position player is not viewed like an interception.
Right. That's what
Interceptions are like, it happens. But like fumbles, are,
driving the ball down.
take
the field,
care of the
trying-
ball.
Yeah, yeah.
It's nonsense. But
Yeah.
I think there's reasons.
Only lost 11 though.
So you got it back 6 times.
I mean, it was either me, and one of them's not my fault. One of them is Andre Johnson's fault. And shout out to him. He just he just made it to Hall of Fame.
All time helmet puncher.
Bro, it's facts.
Yeah.
Corlin Figgin, he put hands on you. But shout out to Corlin Figgin. We play in Jacksonville. I get a sweep, and I dip outside, and he's blocking a corner to the right, and I dip to the right of him, and for some reason he turns around and like slaps, and
The corner or Andre Johnson does?
Andre Johnson, he slaps me and the ball like he made me fumble.
Did you get it back?
No, they actually took it back for a touchdown.
Dang.
Damn.
Yeah, it's Andre Johnson's fault, not mine. I mean, I should have not fumbled, but he's in the Hall of Fame. It is what it is. What are you gonna say to him?
Not much. I would probably never say anything to Andre.
No, I've talked shit to him all the time because nobody does for
Yeah.
that exact reason.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. But like, not really, but like,
No.
kinda.
Shout out to Andre.
Shout out to Andre Johnson.
But I swear to God,
Yeah,
if he were in here,
yeah. Nah, you probably wouldn't say that.
not a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Chicago White Sox lost their 21st straight game, tying
Oh,
the
wow.
1988
Really?
Orioles,
That's
who
bad,
started
right?
0-21.
Not
bad,
good.
right?
Very bad. Yeah.
Oh,
Not
shit.
certainly not good. Yeah.
We're going to Wrigley tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Oh, really?
White Sox though, is it?
No.
It's not.
No, that's the Cubs.
Shout out to the Cubs.
Well, they play the Cubs next Friday or this Friday. I believe.
Yeah.
This Friday
Friday,
in
yeah.
Chicago, and it's fireworks night at the ballpark. And if they lose all the way through, then that will set the all-time loss record.
We've got to go.
Majors?
If,
and then there will be fireworks.
if they're
So-
still on the streak, we got to go, right?
bad.
So it's setting up that the Chicago White Sox could set the record, the major league record,
Yeah, the all-time record.
the all-time major league record for most losses in a row against the other team in their city, and there will be fireworks after the game. So that's definitely not going to happen. That's like too perfect. That's setting up to be too perfect. They're gonna win a game between now and then, or they might win on that.
Now I'm rooting for them.
That would be funny though. What if they don't? Way, if they go into that game the fireworks are going to be funny.
The fireworks
if
are
they-
funny regardless.
Because if they win to break the record and there's fireworks that go off, that's
They're
funny.
celebrating
They're celebrating one win in 25 games.
Yo,
4 games, I guess.
at Tweeterman07.
what are you doing?
I just opened my Twitter and he bothered me.
Okay.
At Tweeterman07, Cincinnati sports guy, he said Arian Foster thinks he's cooler than he actually is.
Damn.
No,
I
tough.
kind of get that vibe.
here's the thing though.
I don't hate that take.
That's tough.
Here's the thing though. I don't think I'm cool at all. So I'm exactly as cool as I think I am.
You told me you were pretty goddamn cool.
I've never said that in your life.
We
And
talk
why
a-
you lying on
We
me?
talk a lot.
I'd have said, hey, Brandon, I'm cool. What the fuck?
Yeah, you can't even be cool saying my name. Like that's not a cool name.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool as fuck.
I think that's the first time I ever called you Brandon. By the
yeah,
way.
it's weird. I didn't
Yeah.
like it.
I didn't like it either.
Did our
What do you usually call them?
headsets go
I just
out?
say what's up, actually.
Yeah.
I don't never say.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
nod.
I've never called you by.
You never called me anything.
Yeah, no.
I've never called you anything.
What's going on with the audio?
What happened?
Fuzzy.
It's
Is
fuzzy.
it fuzzy for you, Brandon?
It's very fuzzy for me. Is it fuzzy for anybody else?
I'm getting fuzz. Yeah.
There's some fuzz.
I've heard some fuzz.
A little fuzz. A little fuzz never hurt nobody.
Most underrated name for the police, the fuzz.
I thought the fuzz was FBI.
I think fuzz just means cops.
I think
the
it's
feds.
just law. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the feds.
I always thought it was.
FBI.
I always thought it was
That's
cops.
what
We're saying
No,
fuzz.
I thought.
Fuzz.
Yeah, I thought fuzz was FBI.
You
Okay.
thought fuzz and feds were the same
I'm in
word?
Camp Big T
No.
here.
Or they're just two.
I, mean, I don't-
I thought fuzz was just the cops. Just
I thought fuzz was
It
cops.
is. It is.
Yeah.
Okay. You think it's feds?
I'm about to ask Siri.
Feds is already
Feds
a good name
is
for.
different.
The alphabet.
But feds is close enough to fuzz. Why would you need?
Feds are fuzz, but not all fuzz are feds.
Why would
Correct.
you need fuzz and fez?
I mean, we can do fuzz and fez. Feds and fuzz. Sure. Okay.
What are we saying? I think we fixed it.
Yeah, we got.
I think this is a good time to.
I fixed it.
Since we're talking about baseball, this is a good time.
You're
to
welcome,
show-
by the way.
Aaron, do you know much about baseball?
I don't know shit about it.
Well, we need to educate you. Do you know who Sandy Koufax is?
I've heard the name.
Yeah, one of the
No.
great all-time pitchers.
Okay.
Almost never gave up an inside the park home run in his entire career.
I don't think he did.
But there is one occasion where he did, and we need your thoughts as a former athlete. I know you don't know much about baseball, but just can you speak to the athleticism of what you see in this clip?
I think you'll be able to see the athleticism. That's
All right.
what his
Let's do it.
point is. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. So Sandy Koufax going into. That's a horse.
Is that a what the fuck?
Bang!
What the fuck?
Look at that. Still bad fielding.
That was a bad route.
Bad route.
Yo,
But
this,
look at him.
yo, this is
That's Mr. Ed.
dog shit acting, dog.
It's a horse.
All right, shout out to
Well,
the
you haven't
horse.
seen the slide yet.
There's a slide.
What?
Horses slide?
Why would you tell him there
He's
was a
safe.
slide
He's
coming?
safe for sure.
Oh, my bad.
Why did you?
What?
That's horrible.
I don't think that minimizes the.
Yeah, that literally does.
No, it doesn't.
That's the whole point of showing the guests the clip.
Why are you mad about this? I thought the clip was the clip. I didn't think the clip was just a slide.
Am I wrong? Couch
Would you
boys,
be mad? Would you be mad if someone was ahead of you and
Why are
take him and said, "Watch this"?
You're a
touchdown"?
spoilers guy.
This
You
is,
just
this
said
is Brandon. He likes
This
to
is
spoil
Brandon.
stuff because he doesn't view spoilers as that big of a deal.
you're
But that's
watching the
biggest
clip.
spoiler of
You're
the
watching the
episode.
clip. You think you understand what you're seeing, and then you see a fucking horse slide into home. It blows your mind.
I just thought I thought the whole clip was something that
And
was.
you said to Arian Foster, "Watch this slide."
High key.
So then he's now expecting a
I
slide.
did expect a slide.
What was that?
Well, does it minimize the impact? Because
A little
nobody
bit.
expects the
No, no.
slide to look like that.
Now that I'm thinking about it, you kind of fucked it up for me.
Imagine his reaction if he didn't know a horse could slide.
Yeah, but I'd be like, that's crazy. Horses don't slide. But then when you said he about to slide, I'm
About
like,
to
he
slide.
about to
It's-
slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. You fucked it up.
But
for me.
once you saw it, didn't you go like,
The crazy part is I'll never get that moment back.
Yeah.
That was the
the
first
hell,
time I've
dude?
ever seen that clip, and I'll never see
Oh
that
my
clip for
God.
the first time ever again.
You spoiled the Mr. Ed clip for Arian.
That's kind of weak. I do have a Mr. Ed fact. Did you know that they used to how they make him move his mouth? They used to put peanut butter on his gums.
Oh, and then he would try to lick the peanut butter. And yeah.
Shout out to Mr.
I thought he.
Ed, too.
Shout out to
I thought he
Mr.
could
Ed.
actually talk. I thought this. I didn't
Nice.
realize the tricks,
Silly
tricks of
Silly.
Hollywood. That's crazy.
So silly, man.
What is the 40-40 club a thing?
Yeah.
Is that Jay-Z shit?
Yeah, was that still a thing? Not really.
No,
remember-
I
I went to it when he released 444.
Okay.
Worst thing I could ever done.
Did the 40-40 club in baseball come first, or did
Oh,
the,
wait.
did the
Yes.
did the
Yes,
for
Jay-Z
sure.
club?
I don't
So
know.
Jay-Z named his club after the baseball situation, or was all this just a coincidence?
1988 is the first 40-40. That was Jose Canseco.
But was there a 40-40 club?
No, 40-40 like that year was like a phrase because Jose Canseco was doing it, and then after that it was just a phrase.
Yo, that's why you good and it doesn't, bro.
I know,
You
great.
know a whole bunch of useless ass shit.
Useless shit.
So did Jay-Z name
I think so.
the place after baseball?
I think he did.
Okay.
That's
Shohei Ohtani.
Only 140-70 guy.
Acuna.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Might never play again.
Is it that bad?
Oh yeah, because they paused the game against the Cubs and they cost the Cubs a playoff spot because they wanted to celebrate a record that nobody gave a fuck about.
Well, a lot of
In the
people
middle
gave a
of
fuck
the-
about
in
it,
the middle
and
of the
they had
game.
already. What was it? Suzuki that dropped an easy pop fly.
Yeah,
That's
sure
what
was.
actually
yeah.
cost them.
And
a
you
playoff
delayed the
spot.
game, which I'm sure Big T, you probably and you were probably fine with the Lakers pausing the game to celebrate LeBron when he broke the scoring record.
I
as well.
was.
Yeah,
It's the only
I'm
reason
sure-
people were
I'm
watching
sure
that
you
dog
were-
shit game.
I'm sure you were fine with that too.
I was. It got me. I was watching the NBA. I don't watch that shit. They should have paused it longer, both times.
Agreed.
No, we're there to play sports. We're not there for
Pausing.
fucking handing out trophies that don't exist.
Uh
Otani's gonna join the 40-40 club, huh?
He's on pace for it.
And we're
How-
talking about the baseball
Wait.
version, not the Jay-Z version.
So I'm not as in tune with Otani's greatness as I should be because I had no idea steals were part of his.
Yeah, he's fast.
Oh yeah, fast.
They've been
Fast
part of
forward.
the whole time he's
Oh
been
yeah.
stealing bases?
Oh yeah.
He's fast.
Oh yeah. He can do it all.
I didn't even know that.
He can do it all.
So he's going to be in the 40-40 club, and he's got the pitching thing that'll eventually be back too.
Probably not though, right?
Is that never coming back?
The pitching's coming back next year. He might pitch in this postseason.
Really?
That's what they're saying. He's
Really?
right ahead of schedule.
You
If
serious?
they make the World Series, he'll probably not probably, but there's a chance he'll pitch.
I like using him for. I like him just being a playoff pitcher, and that's it. I don't know if that's actually feasible, but I like the idea of him just like coming in.
Oh, he hits in the regular season, and when postseason, he's a pitcher.
Like you think you've got the Dodgers figured out, and you're like, so this is their rotation. This is the guys who will be coming out of the bullpen, and then the playoffs come around. The Dodgers are like, you completely forgot about this motherfucker, and they decide to start pitching him in the playoffs when the games matter, and he just throws like a couple innings every game.
I had no idea he was going to be a 40-40 guy. None whatsoever.
He can be a 3-time MVP, 40-40 club, first DH in the National League to win MVP. Like he's just setting all sorts. Like if he retired tomorrow, is he?
He's the GOAT, and hits him and Paul Skeens for me.
Well, he's a weird case. Like baseball guys are beholden to numbers and stuff. So he's. I don't know if he'll ever get to numbers that they deem the best, but as far as baseball player goes, he's got to be the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
He's the best pitcher and hitter in the game at the same time, or one of the best pitchers, not the best pitcher.
Aaron, does having a smoking hot wife or girlfriend make you a better athlete or a worse athlete, do you think?
That's a great question. Shout out Hot Wives.
Because I think from the outside, I might say it makes you better because it like helps your confidence and that guy really truly has it all. But then also I put myself in those shoes, and if I had, if I was Paul Skeens and I'm dating Livy Dunn, like at a certain point you probably stop caring about baseball, right? And you're like, I got to come home to this. Like, what the fuck do I give? I'm not gonna get in the lab and grind for my craft. What do you think, Aaron? What say Arian Foster, professional athlete?
I don't know that there's a correlation, man.
Okay, all right. It's a bad question, actually. As it turns out, very bad question.
I was trying to think, like, nah, I can't pin it, cause like there's a whole bunch of like single ballers,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a whole bunch of like married
Yeah.
ballers.
Mm-hmm. They're all ballers, though.
Yeah,
Well, balling is usually a prerequisite to getting to that level.
what that's what I'm saying. You could be single and ball. So,
Yeah,
so
that's what
so
I'm
the common denominator is balling. It's not the females. I think when you ball, you can get a female if you want it.
Verlander hasn't fallen off since Kate Upton entered his life, right? So
Well, he didn't fall off. I mean, he's had the age-related fall off, right, a little bit, but it's not
but,
Upton related.
yeah,
It's not titty related.
it's not it's not her tits that
No.
made him.
won a World Series
Wow.
with her, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
With
for
her.
sure. Has he won one or two? Two?
Was he there for
He lost in
the first one?
He lost the first one. Did they win? They lost to the Giants too, right? They lost to the Giants and the Cardinals in the World Series.
Mm.
Wait. where
Wait,
was
you're,
he at
you're
then?
talking about the Tigers, which is correct.
Verlander
Yeah.
won
And
in
he won one
17
with
and
the
22.
It was on both the Astros.
Oh, he
right?
was there in
Yeah.
17. Yeah.
Huh.
Were they together in 17?
Almost certainly. They've been together
Yeah.
a while, right?
yeah.
He got on her early.
Yeah, it was a Detroit thing. She's like a Michigan gal, right?
I believe it's
And that's how-
MLB 2K connection.
Really?
He was the cover athlete for MLB 2K, and she was the face of MLB 2K's $1 million perfect game promotion.
Yeah, sure.
Why are you saying this with a question mark? Like,
I was
no,
I was convinced I was going to win that.
You're saying this like you don't know this, though, Ebo. You're like,
So-
I think it was.
Speaking
So
of uncertainty,
I guess the question.
You're very certain.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the question we're all asking is Livy Dunn or Kate Upton. Which one are you going with if you're going to be a married athlete?
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Arian, are we boring you?
No. Well, I
Sorry,
just- I
I'm
don't
sorry,
know,
Aaron.
I don't know nothing about baseball.
Are titties not interesting to you?
This isn't
Sometimes.
a baseball question. This
Do
is
you know?
a-
Do you well, this? Do you know who Livy Dunn is? We should show him.
Okay.
Pull it up, Jamie.
Get his thoughts live.
Brandon,
You-
spoil it.
Yeah, spoil Livy Dunn.
It's a hot girl.
Does she slide?
Probably. Yeah. No, she really does.
She does gymnastics, so yeah, probably.
And she's married to who?
Well, she's dating Paul Skeens.
Who's Paul Skeens?
He's the
Best
Pirates'
young pitcher
new
in
best
baseball
pitcher.
right now.
Yeah.
That looks like that should happen. You know,
So he's the young goat pitcher, right?
best new pitcher,
Yeah.
And
So my
she
question-
makes more money.
pretty
than
young
him.
woman.
Back to
Yeah.
my original question. Do you think this is good for his career? Or
That's
bad?
not gonna
Or
work
bad?
out
It's not going to work out.
You don't think that's gonna? Okay.
Oh, they're going to break up.
eventually.
Okay.
I mean, I hope it does. And I hope they find love. I
Do
believe.
you
in
care
love. I care about what?
if they find love?
No.
They'll probably both be fine.
Yeah. It's.
They're both young, rich.
I mean, I believe in love, but it's just not. It's not probable.
You believe in the off chance of love?
It can happen, for sure. But I think we
You're
force it.
talking like somebody who doesn't believe in love.
No, I believe in love, brother. But the thing is I just think that the way it's marketed to us, I think it's forced a lot of the time.
Sure,
so we don't do what's best for us. We do what we think is best for us.
I changed my sex playlist with my wife.
What is the sex playlist?
The music I play while I'm having sex with my wife.
How many songs? Time out. How many songs play in the act, my brother? Because
I don't often get to,
congrats.
I don't
that you
get
have
I don't get to the end of the playlist.
okay, yeah. So that's impressive as shit, actually.
It's 2 songs.
Even that's pretty
Yeah.
good, man.
So Patrick Mahomes voted 4th best player in the NFL. This was last week, but we never talked about it.
Yeah, Ebo keeps putting it on the sheet. I think he wants us to talk about it.
What horny thing did he put on the sheet yesterday?
Britt Baker was at the beach.
Britt Baker was at the beach.
Yeah, that's all you put. You just said Britt Baker was
right.
at the beach.
Britt Baker tweeted a picture of her in a bikini, and you said,
That feels she's family, Ebo.
Yeah,
that
and
feels
That's
a little,
weird.
That's weird.
I'm welcoming her to the not mad about the WNBA on
that's fine, but
Yeah, but
she posted a beach pic, and you put it on the sheet. She's
clearly not
she's
mad about the
she's a
WNBA
family
online.
member. She's part of the show. It'd be
Chose to
like
go to the beach.
if Arian put something on, you'd put him if he wore a bikini.
She's a doctor.
She's doctor. She's dentist and a wrestler, a professional wrestler.
Shout out to her.
Got her own money.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Speaking of wrestling, you see Hulk Hogan, Brandon?
Ben Affleck is going to play Hulk Hogan in a movie about him suing Gawker. What? How is Ben Affleck going to play Hulk Hogan?
steroids, right?
This is just Ben Affleck wanting to get big,
He kind of hub.
I think so.
In general, he played Batman. He's pretty hub.
but he didn't play Hulk Hogan. Hulk
But
Hogan's
he's
like
pretty big, bro.
Wait,
Like,
can you say the word you just said? He's pretty what?
hub.
Oh,
H-U-B?
I've never heard this before.
Is that
like,
is that a word?
swole.
H-U-B?
Hub. Yeah, he hub.
He's hub.
I thought he was saying hugged.
Oh, we got a new,
No, hub.
got a new
He's
word
hub.
we can use.
Hub.
Oh, he's hub as
hub.
fuck.
Okay.
I thought that was. That's
I've never heard that before.
We don't have that one.
Yeah, that one hasn't.
That one's gotten to us yet.
Just
Hub.
that's what we used to say when somebody's like swole.
God damn, he's hub.
Yeah, hub. Yeah. I don't even know what it
All right.
means actually. Now that you're questioning me,
I think you might have misunderstood him.
could be, but we just grew up saying that. Say he's hub. Anyway, Ben Affleck is
Hub?
pretty hub. He's pretty swole.
He's not Hulk Hogan swole though. Hulk Hogan was
Not many people that
cartoonishly.
take steroids to get muscles. So
Oh,
After-
used in the Bay Area.
Actors do though, right?
Yeah.
it's Cali turn. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I kind of need more Cali terms.
Hella.
Is Hella? No, Hella.
Yeah,
Hella is?
Yeah,
Hella
it got adapted
Cali,
by
yeah.
white girls
Yeah.
later on in life.
White girls will take that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're a force. They are a force to be dealt with.
that's facts.
They really
White
are.
girls.
The white
They
women,
really are.
they're unstoppable.
I want to be a rich white woman so
Yeah.
bad.
I don't.
That's all.
I'd love to be a rich white woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually still have a path, really, if you think about it. there's a world where I might wake up one day and be a rich white woman, but I would love to.
That's just funny.
A rich.
I don't even think you have to be a rich white woman, just a comfortable white woman.
I want to be a rich white
You
woman.
want to be rich.
I want to be a piece of shit rich white woman.
Do you want to be country club rich white woman?
I want to be a Southern California,
status?
like Montecito, California, rich white woman.
Got the ocean in the
The
back.
ocean
and,
and fucking. I'm eating like a $28 salad.
Yeah.
And having a massive glass of white wine with
Yeah.
my girlfriends, who I fucking hate. by the way.
$15 bottle
I talk
of water.
so much shit behind their back.
Avocado toast.
Over avocado toast, and the ocean. The ocean is right next to us at this brunch place we're at. I don't give a fuck about the ocean because I'm so like wrapped up in what I got going on that I don't even like
What do
every
you
day.
have on?
Every meal I eat is right by paradise, and I do not give a single fuck about it because like my
What do you
life
have
is
on,
so
though?
awesome.
What are you wearing?
A lot of gold jewelry
Yeah.
that my husband bought for me. I never am around him.
Right.
I never. We have a great marriage. Like
Yeah.
I don't hate him, but I just like we never spend any time together.
Love that.
Yeah, I'm wearing a
He's busy.
big
He's busy with his stuff.
big sunglasses. But I got plastic surgery, but it's tasteful. Like it's not
What
like
kind of dog do you have?
Almost certainly a French bulldog.
I was thinking
French-
the same
yeah.
thing.
yeah,
Frenchie.
probably
Yeah.
a Frenchie.
Yeah.
Multiple Frenchies, maybe.
Who I also like never spend any time with. My kids like go to school on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like they go to some like liberal arts school that I fucking sent them.
They
thousands
call
of
every
miles
Sunday,
away.
though.
Yeah. I have no idea what they're up to. They're dealing drugs. Like fucking Emory, is that a school?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like going to
Atlanta.
Emory or something. Oh, that's in Atlanta.
Outstanding school.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not at SEC schools or ACC. They're like they're at a school with a last name.
Yeah.
Like Williams.
Williams,
Yeah.
Emory, and fucking yeah. I have no idea what they're up to, and I think they're great students, but they're just dealing drugs. They're using the money I send them to buy drugs and then sell them to.
But you're still gonna send the money.
I want that life so bad. Just do Pilates in the morning and they'll go get a. Oh my God, what a life.
That's a good life.
Anyway, what else we got on the show?
You want to do Shady Rays?
Who's got it? Me or him?
Talk to us about Shady Rays.
I'll talk to you about Shady Rays. Get ready for the season with the official sunglasses brand of Barstool Sports, Shady Rays. Our friends have you covered with their newest and their boldest premium polarized shades. They're kicking off their most anticipated release of 2024 with a limited edition debut of their Rival collection. It's a new single lens style in Barstool Blue with a premium stool and stars lens etch. And if you're looking for something more casual, the classics are also getting the Barstool treatment. Both of these styles are perfect for all-day, everyday comfort and performance. They have hundreds of options to choose from, so you're bound to find the perfect pair for your style. If you don't love your shades, exchange for a new pair or return them worry-free within 30 days. There's no risk with Shady Rays. Their team always has your back with personal and fast support. Head to ShadyRays.com. Use code MOSTLYSPORTS for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Head to ShadyRays.com. Use code MOSTLYSPORTS for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Arian, why are you here?
You asked me to be.
No, not in the show.
Oh.
Why are you here? Chicago.
Oh.
You just come every now and then?
Yeah, every now and then I like to pop out
Okay.
and
I didn't know if y'all had a project going on or something.
No, we have a podcast.
I understand that you're on macrodosing,
Well, then why you asking?
but you're not always here. I
Well,
thought there might
Eric's
be a
gone this week, so he thought he would come
Yeah, Eric's gone.
make the show a little.
y'all call him
little
Eric on
better.
that show.
That's
he
his
does.
name.
Well, I know that's his name, but
That's what I call him.
okay.
I'm calling what his mama call him.
You don't think she
The
calls
government.
it PFT?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't actually. I like to,
Is that your move around Barstool to
call him Eric.
call everybody by their name?
By the government name?
Supposed to call.
He didn't know my name.
I don't know.
for 18
We
months.
I don't know. I'm asking.
call him
'cause,
Connor?
Like, that was
I didn't know his name was Connor for a long time.
year and a half.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Everybody call him Big T, so I figured
Yeah.
his name started with a T,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't.
Stands for Tennessee,
Yeah.
even though he's from Georgia.
Yeah, the whole shit is wild.
It's crazy.
But yeah, shout out to Big T.
He's right there. You don't have to shout him out.
What you mean? There's people watching. Shout out to my man Big T.
Shout out Arian.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out
shout
Ebo.
out.
Yeah. Spread the love.
No, fuck that. I don't have any shout outs.
Oh,
Damn.
I'm keeping all the shout outs to myself. I'm not.
Hey yo, so this mustache
Yeah.
vibe. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing it in November. I'm thinking about shaving the beard and just doing the mustache.
You should do it.
What prompted it?
My girlfriend likes it.
There you go.
That's it. And I'm a simp for her. So
There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
she's like, I find you more attractive when you do that. And I'm like, well, I'm getting to the age where you got to do whatever you can to,
Hold them.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to
I
it,
think
yeah.
I'm gonna just try. I've never done it.
But also, I think for me, a mustache works because, like, I have no upper lip at all. Like, I have, like, very thin lips.
Yeah,
So it kind of rebalances my mouth a little bit.
that makes sense.
So it makes me look a little normal.
But
mustaches fuck. People like mustache. Especially, you're in good shape, right? Yeah. So, like,
I mean,
yeah.
relatively.
So I think the mustache is a way to signal, like, I'm a man. Of course I'm a man. I can grow facial hair. But check out this jaw I got, too.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen my jaw in years.
Yeah. So I think a guy like you in the shape you're in, shave the beard.
Thanks.
Show it off. Show off
Yeah.
that chiseled jaw.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah.
I think
in November.
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 Wait, can you look at me real quick?
So you still got 3 months.
I have 3 months.
Okay.
You fucking with it?
Yeah, it makes you look whiter.
Wider or whiter?
WHITER.
Whiter.
Okay.
Okay. I thought you meant wider.
No,
Okay.
white.
So you're gonna
Okay.
how strict of a mustache are you gonna have? Like, I have a little, like, even as you look at me now, I got a little bit of a beard.
Yo, you got a nice mustache. Like you
So-
got like a truck stop.
Yeah, and I got
It's a
the
real
mul-
piece
I got
of
like a
shit.
mullet too.
Yeah.
Are you gonna shave every day to, like, keep the mustache popping, or are you gonna, like, grow out a little
but I
bit of
got
beard?
so I don't. How you shave? What do you use?
I use like a little buzzer. I don't know what do you call it. It's,
Yeah, okay.
Electric
So I got
razor?
edgers. I got
Yeah.
edgers. So
Yeah.
like the
I put a little guard on it.
Andis
Yeah. true.
Jones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just hit that up.
All right. What about you, Brandon? You growing out a mustache? You ever had you ever had
No.
any facial hair? other than
I
just-
once had
whatever that is?
had about this length of beard, and right before a show with Casey Smith, I shaved it off and just had the mustache, and she said you can never be seen in public like that.
It's harder for a blonde guy.
For a light-haired
Yeah,
guy,
light-haired, yeah.
The mustache, I look like Dangle off of Reno 911, which is kind of a look I would be going for. So, but I've never really done the mustache publicly.
How do you feel about graying?
About what?
Graying.
Graying.
Gray.
Oh, getting gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm 45. I've got the wife I'm gonna have. I got the cars I'm gonna have. I got
I
the house
love
I'm
that.
gonna have. So,
I absolutely-
so for what is it? What's the
absolutely.
fucking?
For now,
People,
No.
for
You
some
could.
reason, people like shy away from it. I think aging is beautiful.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's beautiful. bro.
Brandon, you could throw all that away and go get new. You could get new everything.
A new wife, a new house, a
just
new car?
everything, dude.
And
Just
just-
fucking throw it all away and start over.
Dye it and
Dye the hair, dude.
Fuck
You
it.
think dyeing the hair would help?
Dye it jet black, dude.
Stay young. Let's
Stay young.
Get you a young.
But you were just liking it.
Get you a young 20-year-old
dude.
that you can manipulate.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying
I'm not
I
gonna be
want
able
you
to
to do
manipulate
that.
a
I'm just
20-year-old.
saying you could.
She's
do
gonna take me for everything I got. I'm gonna get one taste of that, and I'm just gonna say, here, just take everything.
No, in all seriousness, I love that you accepted aging.
I don't like that. That's the one thing you noticed about me, that I've just accepted Asian.
No, it's a compliment.
It's not a
I
compliment.
revere. I love that.
No, what you're saying is you look old and you seem to be fine with that.
No, that's not true. That's not what I'm saying.
I feel like it is.
I'm saying, okay, you definitely have gray. I got some grays. They're like,
I got some life experience behind me,
14.
sure.
and they poking through, and I can't wait till the salt come. You know what I'm saying? I got the pepper.
How's your hairline?
We chilling.
You're good.
No,
Yeah,
but
we chilling.
gray hair looks way cooler on a black guy than it looks on a white guy.
Yeah, it
Those
does.
are facts.
It looks way cooler.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, like salt and pepper beard for a black guy is like a cheat code.
But nah,
It
there's
looks
some
incredible.
okay. So what's cuz name? He was a bachelor for like at least.
Y'all seen the salt and pepper crew on TikTok?
No,
These motherfuckers.
absolutely.
Nah, I'm not on TikTok. But
Absolutely.
the,
They wear suits.
what's cuz name? The old
What
dude
are you
was a
talking about?
bachelor for years.
Who
The
bachelor?
Golden Bachelor?
No. Shout out to him though. I did go to bachelor.
We don't have to shout out the Golden Bachelor.
Yes, we are absolutely.
Wasn't he like a piece of shit? Wasn't he cheating on her?
He's an old man. Like,
Could be, but like, yeah, that was an amazing show, by the way. What's his name? The old bachelor. He's a movie actor.
Leo.
Y'all know
Gonna have
him?
to
No,
tell
he's
us.
Are you talking about the literal bat? Like he was the
No, no,
bachelor?
no,
Oh,
no.
just he's a bachelor.
Oh,
'Cause I'm
George
picturing-
Clooney.
George Clooney.
George Clooney. Okay. I
That's
was
a-
thinking
that's
actual.
good. That's a good looking.
Oh, that's a good look.
He's got the grays going, and he's a back like he do his thing. That's what I was talking about.
You could be George Clooney.
I'm not saying you look like George Clooney.
No, I'm not.
saying-
I don't.
I'm just saying like that's the vibe.
All right.
Ed
Can
Reed
I
looks way cooler with
can I
gray
talk-
hair, right?
What?
Ed Reed.
I was gonna say Ed Reed's a great example of
Shout out
gray
to
hair.
Ed
Good
Reed.
gray
I
hair.
just saw
Yeah.
that.
Charles Oakley has.
Oh,
good,
this is
good gray hair.
let's do this. Who's the most
Good gray haired.
gray haired?
The most interesting man in the world was a
Athletes.
good gray hair guy.
Gray athletes.
That's a Dos Equis guy.
Yeah.
Grain athletes. What about LeBron? I'm not saying
LeBron,
I'm
yeah,
not,
he's
but he
kinda-
is.
Hey, his hair. He need to let that go.
He needs to let that.
Well,
go. I
yeah,
thought
but
so.
the gray is taken away from the baldness a little bit.
Because what's happening
His
for
beard
me
is-
is these Olympics, the Olympic basketball's in 4K now.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the NBA games I watch aren't in 4K. I don't think any of them really are.
It's bad for KD and LeBron.
So now I'm throwing on the 4K games, and I'm like,
KD Ben had that though.
Mhm.
Shout out to KD. That's my dude though.
yeah.
Can I talk to you about draft day?
Yeah, one of the greatest cinematic masterpieces of all time. Of course.
I love it so much.
Worked
Yeah.
with Diddy on that movie.
I never saw it.
Well, you were both in the same.
Allegedly,
You were both in the draft
It
room.
wasn't in my
Close
trailer. Right?
co-workers with Diddy.
Yeah. Why?
Never saw him.
Surely you did see him
I never saw him.
because you're both in the same part of the movie in the same room, right?
Never was in the same room.
During the draft?
No.
That you were
They
all.
filmed it in separate times. Like, do y'all not know how cameras work?
We know
Wait,
how
but y'all
cameras
were,
work.
But y'all were at the real draft.
Y'all were at the actual draft and the actual draft portion. You were in the same part
Yeah,
of the
we
movie.
were at the draft, but like, it was all acting, bro. What are we talking about?
No, you said you weren't in the same place at the same time.
Well, I wasn't.
Y'all were both at the real NFL draft.
Dogs. I never saw Diddy.
Okay.
I don't know what
Well,
I'm
see, if it
Have you ever seen
started
Diddy
that
in
we
your
weren't
life?
in the same place, now it's I never saw him.
did. It don't matter. I never partied with him.
Okay, nobody said you party with him. I was
Oh, you're the only one that said you
Right.
partied. Nobody said party.
Nobody said party.
Anyway, what's up with the draft day? You had a question about it?
Awful movie, and I love it so much.
That's a wild take.
I love it so much. It's very rewatchable. I like it. Who did you meet? You didn't meet Kevin Costner because you're not in the same
Yeah, of
scenes.
course I
You
did.
did?
You,
Wait a minute. You,
I-
Wait. Do you want to tell him Kevin Costner,
I heard he has a big dick.
I wouldn't know that.
you got a good Kevin Costner story
What do I?
that he wanted you for another project.
No, he's just in that project. I never said he wanted me.
You were going to be in
I thought-
Yellowstone?
I auditioned for you.
I thought they wanted
That's
you,
not
though.
true.
No.
That was my understanding of the
No.
story.
No. They wanted me to play you know, the character that Chadwick Boseman played.
Yeah.
They wanted me to play that.
Vontae Mack.
Yeah, so there was like
And they went with Chadwick Boseman instead. What the fuck were they
That's
thinking?
tough.
Wait, no. You're talking about.
that's funny shit.
Well, I'm back in draft day.
Are you talking about Draft Day or Yellowstone?
Draft day.
Okay.
No, I auditioned for Yellowstone.
I thought the way the story was told to me was that like
I
they.
never told you this.
Can you ride a horse?
Yeah, of course.
So he knew it could slide.
Yeah.
He knew the whole time.
I've never seen Draft Day. You play yourself? You play?
No, I play
Ray Jennings.
Ray Jennings.
Running back out of
really?
Florida State.
Yeah.
He's the son of Terry Crews.
Yeah.
I'm so
Good
jealous.
guy.
I'm so.
You really have watched this movie.
I love this movie.
I've seen it probably
I
just
forgot
as
all that
much.
shit,
but-
honestly.
I was Terry Crews.
I love Terry Crews.
He's
So,
awesome.
like the first scene I had, because when you film in New York, you like that. Those are all real scenes.
Yeah.
So the people in the background, like they're not actors. Like,
Yeah.
and so they just have signs that they hold up that say, "We're filming a movie. If you pass through, you're agreeing to film." Right. And so I'm nervous as shit. I treated it like a playbook to where I was like, okay, I'm not gonna fuck up no lines, like, cause I took it seriously. And he goes, "Hey man, are you nervous?" And I'm like, "A little bit, but you know what I'm saying? I know my stuff. I'm gonna get it done." He was like, "Hey, just fuck up." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, fuck up." He's like, "I fuck up all the time. Just fuck up on purpose to get the butterflies out." And I was like, "Just fuck up?" He's like, "Yeah, just fuck up." He's like, "I do it all the time." He's like, "I'll fuck up." And he fucked it up. And I was like, that's really dope, because he was
Wow.
like, it eased me into like, I mean, this is Terry Crews. You know, I grew up watching him in some movies and stuff like that, and he was just like, you know, eased me into the role. It was dope
That's Brandon's strategy at Barstool.
to fuck up.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Just
About
bring up
every
all the time.
every 3 months, I need to throw a massive fuck up at everybody just to reset the clock.
I like that. I mean, it's good life advice. Honestly, fuck up.
Yeah, fuck up every now and then.
That is actually
It's great advice.
that's actually pretty. Yeah.
It's great advice. And
useful,
then I do
especially-
have a Kevin Costner story, but it's not
Yeah.
that. It's I was sitting down. We was filming a part that didn't make it into the movie. It was like at the end where we're like all holding hands, and like
Yeah.
I got drafted, and
With
we're
the
all,
Draft party.
yeah, it was a draft party.
Did
And
it,
so I'm sitting down with Kevin Costner. Like, it was between, like, Hollywood is hurry up and wait, and so it's between. And I'm sitting there with Kevin Costner, and I was like, "Hey man, I just gotta tell you, man, my mother's a really big fan of you. Like, she loved it." Dances with Wolves. I don't know if you ever seen that movie. Dances with Wolves?
Yeah, of course.
I love that movie, right? And he was like, "Oh shit, man, she made you watch that." I was like, "It was a dope ass movie. It was a dope moment because my mother loved him, and so I got to like talk to one of her.
My mom also made me watch Dances with Wolves.
I love that movie.
My mom fucking loves Kevin Costner.
Yeah, Mani Tutanka.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what that means.
Beth, we're a family.
I'm mad that you don't have a Ray Jennings jersey from that movie because that'd be sick to have.
A Browns Ray Jennings jersey?
Yeah. That would be kind of dope, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can still get on Yellowstone. Is Yellowstone still going on?
So there's beef. Or they're not beef, but Costner left it to do his other project, this Western movie that failed this year. It
Is he playing the exact same character?
Kind of, I guess.
Probably?
It's called Horizon or something, and it failed. And now maybe he goes back and does Yellowstone, but they're in between season 5 and an uncertain future.
Okay.
But
and you haven't watched one episode. You only watched.
I
one on
watched
TikTok.
Yellowstone exclusively through TikTok,
Okay.
through 2-minute clips on TikTok. So everything I know about Rip Wheeler is just him being a badass on TikTok.
Yeah.
And he is a bad motherfucker.
But now there's another show, right? Like a prequel.
The 1880.
No, there's 2 of them.
something
There's
or other.
1883
Right.
and then there's 1920. I don't know if it came out yet.
Oh.
Might have. But
Yeah, so
1883 is Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
Okay.
Because when I went to the Tim McGraw concert, for one of his songs, they play part of 1883.
Oh, wow.
They play him acting as the guy. Pretty.
That's cool.
That one's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
You watch that on TikTok too?
I watched that. No, I watched an actual episode of that. That's pretty good. Sam Elliott's in it, and Sam.
If
Elliott.
you like the TikTok,
Sam Elliott's a good gray-haired guy.
Sam Elliott's a great gray hair guy. If you like the clips of Yellowstone on TikTok, why don't you just watch the show?
Went and
Why don't you
watched.
start the show.
Went and watched episode 1 and 2 of the first season, and everybody on that show is a fucking asshole, and
Yeah.
it was a miserable slog to get through.
Beth, we're a family.
Most shows are like that, though.
Yeah.
The good shows, like the first 2 or 3 episodes, they have to set the play, and it's hard to watch.
I understand, but
that,
it's
I get that.
it's just they're all assholes. Nobody's likable on that show.
I mean, I don't. Like,
Sure.
Game of Thrones is like that.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I
You
know.
watch Game of Thrones?
But I know
Oh, I envy that.
Game of Thrones is not my. I'm not a wizards dragons kind of guy.
I'm not
no
either.
wizards.
It's a
There's no
political
wizards.
drama.
but I'm
There's
still
no
not watching
wizards.
that. I'm
There's
not
no
watching-
wizards.
There's
There's
no
no wizards.
No wizards.
Brandon's defiant.
I
There's
promise.
3 dragons.
Y'all understand what
The
I'm
most
talking
surefire way to get Brandon to not watch something is to suggest that he watches it.
about. No, wizards,
He will-
dragons. I'm
he
not
will-
doing any of that.
There's no wizards. Why do you keep saying wizards?
Are the dragons?
Did you
there's 3
like the
dragons.
West Wing?
Actually, in Game of Thrones,
it.
there's
This
like
is
not
medieval
dragons
West
for a long
Wing.
time.
I don't want to watch medieval.
Dragons aren't until like the season
Yeah.
like 6 or
Six.
something.
The current show is literally called House of the
That's
Dragon.
not Game of Thrones.
That show
It's just a
sucks.
show.
Don't worry about that.
I don't know about that. I've heard good
Not-
things about it. I don't
It's
know
not
about
Game of
that.
It
Thrones.
stinks now.
I don't know about that. I haven't seen it, so I can't speak on it. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't get into that fantasy stuff. All that Star Wars bullshit.
You don't like
that-
fantasy?
yeah, I don't.
Oh,
He doesn't like
boring.
I like to watch Draft Day. That's what I like to watch.
He
That's,
doesn't-
and that shit was horrible.
Brandon doesn't like make believe.
I don't. I don't.
like-
You don't like sci-fi?
He
I
doesn't
don't like. I don't
You
like.
don't?
Wizards.
Do you not have an imagination?
I have an imagination.
I don't think
No.
you do.
All right, hold on.
I think that people that don't like sci-fi don't have imagination.
That's not. That's crazy.
What about a show where there's like a dead guy who can come up from the dead,
Yeah.
and then kill his like basically there's picture this scene. Lightning strikes, the lights go out, and then a guy who we previously thought was dead rises up from his coffin,
Yeah.
3 days later.
and then just beats the fuck out of other people, and does like a
Okay. You're
does
talking
some
about
wrestling.
you're talking about the
I'm
Undertaker.
talking about the Undertaker. I'm talking about the Undertaker. I'm talking about the Undertaker.
I
I'm
thought-
talking about
you-
Kane and the Undertaker.
I'm talking about
Fucking-
Jesus
I
Christ.
thought you were
talking
going
about-
Jesus after a while.
I'm talking about wrestling, Brandon.
I love wrestling.
I'm talking about wrestling.
That's my nerd thing. I don't need multiple nerd things.
I just lost some steam. I wanted to talk about the Undertaker. I just lost some
So
steam.
you don't like alien movies?
Some, but not really. And none of the franchise
Here,
stuff.
the
Like
reality
Star
with Game
Trek,
of Thrones, the reality is this: Game of Thrones started. Brandon didn't start watching it. Everyone else got into it. Everyone started talking about it. Brandon realized he missed the boat,
He's a
and now he's trying to justify. He's trying to justify why
That makes sense.
everyone's
No.
having this party over
No.
here. He was
Facts.
not invited to the
Yeah.
party, and
Okay.
he's like,
Time.
I don't want to
He's
go to
the
that
guy in the
stupid
corner.
party
They don't
anyway.
even know.
No,
Yeah, I don't even want to go to that party
Everything,
anyway.
Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. Never watched a second of any of it. That's just not something I get into.
What do you mean?
Will you trust me on this? Because I agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't like Lord of the Rings. You couldn't pay me to watch that shit. I didn't really watch Harry Potter. Game of Thrones is fucking awesome.
It's maybe the best show.
Everybody
that's
who
ever
watches
made.
on Twitter seems miserable about it.
No, they're
No,
miserable about the
that's
last
the new
season.
show.
They're mad about the last season.
If you were being 100% honest and like you couldn't lie, I would bet you $1,000 that if you watched Game of Thrones, you would love it.
He would
You would absolutely
love
love
it.
Bro, it's amazing.
Love
It has nothing to do with dragons. There are dragons in it, but that's a subplot. It's to have a lot to do with the story. Game of Thrones is amazing, though.
Yeah, man.
I envy that you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
Why
do.
would you?
No, spoil.
'Cause I would love to.
Spoil it for him.
There's a horse that slides. No, I would love to watch it again for the first time to experience that. It's an amazing,
Yeah, and there's titties in it.
Yeah.
absolutely.
At the beginning,
And there's incest.
too many.
I don't know if
Almost.
you're into
Yeah.
that.
Brandon, I will come over to your house.
No.
Watch.
No,
Because to see it through your eyes would be awesome.
I don't
telling
want
you.
you to come watch.
Okay, fine.
I'm never gonna watch Game of Thrones.
I
go
see.
to his
I see. That's
It
Connor
would-
doesn't want to
there's-
watch it with you. He wants to watch you watch it.
Let me tell you this:
If
if you watched it, there's like 7 or 8 episodes that you watching live would be incredible. Content.
it's great. Bro.
you could now you're speaking his language. You could film yourself watching Game of Thrones for the first time and put
You know
those
what?
clips out.
Watch
You
it
would
in
do-
spite of. Me.
Yeah.
Watch it in
Crazy.
spite of
Brandon
everybody
Walker,
that wants you.
yeah.
And I guarantee you gonna struggle not to like that shit.
Brandon would see one video of his go for like 300,000 views on TikTok.
Yeah.
He'd be, I'm hooked.
Yeah,
You would.
that's all it takes.
I am having to run back through all the HBO shows I never watched. Like during COVID, I watched Curb for the first time. I watched The Wire for the first time. I watched.
I haven't seen The Wire.
Oh,
I mean, that's
Yeah, no. Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah, you gotta do
I
that
need
one
to-
too.
I need to double back on that. How about this? I watch The Wire. You watch Game of Thrones.
I don't want to watch Game of Thrones. You want to watch The Wire?
Not really. I haven't watched it. But everybody tells me I need to watch it.
but at a certain point, Brandon, you're kind of being an asshole to us
What? How?
because you're kind of like you got Big T looking you in the eye and saying, Brandon, you and I are aligned on what we like out of shows.
100%.
And I've never been more confident that you would like the
You and
show.
I are pretty similar people.
And now you not
And
watching it is
I
kind of
can't
you're spitting in
deny
his
that.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of spitting in his face.
But he's like curmudgeonly, and
He's a what?
he's a curmudgeon. I'm affable.
Hey, yo, Jamie,
Right.
can you pull up that definition for me?
You know that
I
word.
don't know that word.
A curmudgeon, a grouchy.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard
Stooge.
this. Have you heard this word?
I've heard this word, yeah,
New
but
to me.
I'd argue it's a
Curmudgeon.
very
It-
common word.
it's pretty-
Bad-tempered and negative, a curmudgeonly old man.
Huh.
That's probably both me and.
Shout out, I love learning new words. Curmudgeonly.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Or you can just be a curmudgeon.
a curmudgeon.
Love this.
It's a good description of
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I
Curmudgeonly.
love learning new things.
No,
really.
no,
Curmudgeonly.
you don't. Nobody
lot
actually
of
loves
us.
learning new things.
I 1,000% love learning new things. What are you talking about? You're a curmudgeon. You might not, but I do.
A rare cotton candy lobster caught off New England coast.
Yeah, blue lobster. You ever seen a blue lobster?
I feel like I see blue lobsters on TikTok all the time.
Okay, fine.
I think I'm telling you
I've seen those
during this show how much I
Oh,
watch.
you're on TikTok.
How much I watch TikTok.
I've never seen a blue lobster.
There
This
any
thing looks like a
That looks
galaxy
Whoa.
night
majestic.
skin.
That looks majestic. Oh my god, that looks amazing.
I'll just I got one little beef. That's not really cotton candy blue.
Yo, you just a hater.
No, that's like the heart of the ocean from Titanic. That's not cotton candy
Just
blue.
a hater, bro.
Cotton candy blue is lighter blue than that.
You cannot tell me that doesn't look fantastic.
I would eat that. And
No, I'm just
They should call it a blueberry lobster.
what's the? Oh,
I
that
don't
one's
hate that.
gross.
So do you think that there's actually way more than it's 1 in 100 million, but they're just hard to see because of water?
There's a lot of them.
That's a good point.
Camouflaged, yeah, that's a great point.
They're blue.
is water actually? I don't think water's actually blue though. Is
Sky's
it?
blue.
Yeah.
You guys, you know of any Olympics conspiracies, one way or another?
I know Hitler was doped out of his mind.
Yeah, there that clip of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what made me think of that.
What conspiracy did you have in mind to?
Don't know. That's why I was asking them. I was like, is there anything that we need to know about the Olympic torch?
I guess you are the
Is
conspiracy
there,
guys.
yeah,
Is
is
that,
there any?
is that what you think?
there
It's
any-
kind of what your show is, isn't it? It's a conspiracy show.
There's an aspect.
It's
of it,
supposed to
yeah.
be. It's you know.
We just talk about cool shit.
Your table is a question mark.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool table.
I be forgetting about that actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's probably one of the cooler tables in existence.
What's your favorite conspiracy?
Like that I believe, or just that I think is cool.
Both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think the one that I just think is dope, but I don't think is true, is Atlantis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Atlantis.
It's a
Yeah.
good conspiracy.
that's a good one. Yeah,
Dope.
that's a great one.
Or mermaids in general too.
Yeah.
Like I love the thought of mermaids, that there's like humanoid.
Well, we've had this discussion on the show before. Would you rather fuck a mermaid that's top half human, bottom half fish, or top half fish, bottom half human?
I think I'd have.
Think about it, Arian. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it, because
Okay, so bottom half mermaid
Mm-hmm.
can
Where are you
still
sticking?
go down on you though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's a human up
I
top.
take that.
So you want the face and the titties
Yeah, I don't need.
with a fishtail.
Yeah, I don't need another baby mama. I'm straight.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I agree.
Good answer. Man knows what he likes. He likes top half human.
man likes titties and head. Yeah, okay, got it.
All right. I
think
think
we cut it.
I think we did it. Thanks, guys.
Anytime.
Macrodosing. You guys released an episode today
Yeah. It's,
talking about what was the?
it was just a
meat
nano,
potatoes.
so it's like we just shut the shit with Jerry.
Shot the shit with Jerry.
That's an interesting person to bring on a Conspiracies podcast.
I love Jerry, man. Jerry's a good dude.
He's a
Yeah.
dude.
He's got questions.
He's got questions. Yeah,
You don't like Jerry?
he's all right.
Damn, you don't like Jerry?
He's fine.
Eh,
I like him.
I don't. Are you sensing what I'm?
Yeah, no, I agree.
There's a thing there.
You've had a.
Oh, Jerry's fine.
You could have said shout out Jerry a few times.
Oh,
now, and you
Shout out Jerry.
Now it feels forced. I
Yeah.
don't like
You
it.
shouted out everybody on the show.
But I like them.
And
Yeah.
most of the people he shouted out though he didn't like, and you
No, that's
said
not
shout
true.
out Jerry.
I like all the people I shouted out.
Well, you said fuck that guy, but shout out
Who?
a bunch
Several
of people.
people. Yeah.
Maybe. But
Yeah, I think
Saints
the-
guy.
Just shout out.
no. I said I liked him. I
No,
like
you said I fucking hate
as a
that
human.
guy.
I didn't like him as a player. I didn't say I didn't like him as a man. All
All right, but there were others that you said you didn't.
I
like.
don't think I did that.
It was the whole bit for 30.
Shout out Arian.
See, now I don't.
Yeah,
now
shout
I don't
out.
like it.
Shout out Arian.
You don't like shout outs? It's over for
Yeah.
you?
No, because y'all twisting it. I shout out people that I fuck with.
Okay.
Arian.
So who did I shout out that I don't fuck with?
I don't know. Okay,
It was
watch it back
confusing
we
when you
leave.
were talking about Malcolm Jenkins. You said fuck that guy.
No,
Shout
I
out.
didn't like.
Shout
Like so,
out.
as a
Yeah.
player, like
Yeah.
he was to me, he was kind of like
I hear what
dirty
you're
and
saying,
shit.
yeah.
But like, I would love him if he was on my team. I don't know him as a man, but like as a player, like of course you got people you don't fuck with on the, but like off the field, like I'm sure he's a great dude. I've met him.
You said you hate dogs, but shout out dogs.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best way I can earn your respect? What's like the easiest, really? Not even the best. The
I
easiest.
respect you, man.
Okay, cool. All right, well done. That was easy.
How about me?
I respect you too.
All right,
Well,
sweet.
let's say
Why-
we're
why-
all
Yeah,
respect-
that
why do
was
you think I
fucking
don't
awesome.
respect you?
I didn't
How-
say you did. I
Why are you talking all high?
There's a lot going on right now.
All right.
Hold on. We got to get to this Jerry shit real quick.
Jerry's fine.
Why don't you like
Me
Jerry?
and Jerry are buddies. We're fine. We're cool.
Don't feel
I do think giving him a mic on a Conspiracies podcast is something. That guy's got ideas.
for sure he does.
He's got ideas.
Yeah, he's
There's
funny.
got to be someone in the room pushing back a little bit,
Yeah.
which I assume there was.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
it's,
because Big T ain't pushing back on Jerry. They
Jerry needs to be pushed forward.
they
not
subscribe
back.
to the same newsletters.
Needs to have his voice centered and elevated.
Housekeeping,
Jerry.
housekeeping shit before we get out of here. Summer games are starting after the Yak.
Mhm.
Where Brandon, you're a captain of the team. I'm a captain of a team.
Jerry's captain of the team.
And Jerry's a captain of the team. So
Shout
maybe
out to
that's why.
Jerry.
Shout out to Jerry. We're going to be doing that right after the Yak. And then after the Yak, or after the summer games, I should say, we are going to stream 5 more games, I think. I think we're going to finish out
We
with
need a win. Somebody's got to get a win.
0-5 yesterday for our league. I'm playing. The schedule today is
Ebo's playing?
intern Jacob. No, Ebe already played yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he lost.
Okay.
Tennessee.
Jacob, myself, Tate, Liam, and who else?
DJ?
Malasek?
Oh,
Malasek.
Yeah.
Malasek. Those 5 will be playing today. So, but that's going to start a little later than we usually do. That's going to be at like
4:15?
4:15 because we got the summer game. So that's what we got going on. Thank you to the macrodosing boys. Gentlemen. Sorry.
Gentlemen.
Nah, it's cool.
Shout out Brandon and Mark.
Oh. Wow, thank you, Big T.
You're welcome.
That means a lot coming from you. You're
Yeah.
not a shout out guy, so like for
Generally,
for
no.
for you to do it, that means a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you want to shoot basketball after this?
Yeah.
Best out of
Let's do it.
10.
Yeah.
Go do it to him.
All right. All right, that's it. See you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Say family.
Say family.
Just family.
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 Oh,
how ball's
family.
done.
That's what's up.
family.